with my audio settings quite a bit.
I think we're gonna keep using Zoom.
But
I assume at this point. I'm sorry.
yeah,
You look so sad.
yeah, no, because everything is running through the mixer, and yeah, okay.
Okay, so I had to include a very important note for if we finish the fight tonight.
If. Well, we're gonna make it happen. I believe. Heart of the cards. Gonna have to adjust some cameras, guys. Give me just a moment. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello.
People.
I am misfortune now.
Oh, good. I'm a player now. So Speedy, you're gonna run the game now.
Yep.
Okay.
That's always the
Here's all
best.
my
The,
notes. Here's all that.
The guy runs back in and says, "I'm so sorry. It really was personal. Please take this hard drive back so you can destroy God."
Sounds like a plan.
Damn.
It's a great plan.
What do you do?
I'm a competent.
With a drunken
character
sailor? I don't know. I don't know what you do.
Early in the morning?
Early in the morning.
Early.
Kill them all. Lord.
What? Huh?
now. Assuming control.
I should probably open up Roll20 or something.
You probably should do that. That's a great idea.
Mm.
And while you do that, I'm gonna find our little
I should probably do that too. I should probably do that too, eh?
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
go
ahead and
give us a tweet.
just gonna mute everything in Roll20 though, so I can just listen to neoclassical music and stuff.
Well, too bad. We're playing the theme from Shadowrun Returns.
Nah, well, I can't hear it. We're a bit busy. Listening to Big Iron by Marty Robbins right now.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then after that, you follow up with Big John. Just search for Big
sure.
John.
Of course.
I can't remember who.
Hi, Christy. Hi, Dinlair. What's going on, guys? You missed 3 weeks? Thanks to night work? I missed the stream? Oh, man.
Oh,
Tonight's gonna
man.
be good.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
you came back to the good stream.
Trust, guys. I'll fix it. I promise.
Hey, how reroll? Thank you for the host.
Skooma, what's going on, bud? You're digging the horns? Thanks. It's at least someone.
Bub, I thought you were gonna get tusks. What happened to that?
Okay, so a true story. I did.
He did.
And then he ate them.
No.
And then he ate them. He ate
No.
them whole.
Were they the candy tusks?
No. I couldn't find actual, like, legitimate tusks that looked good. Because I've got, like, every part of me is big. It's scaled up. They don't make large mouth-sized teeth. So I
Did
got
you
these...
try to buy them from Texas? Because I
No.
hear everything is bigger in Texas.
No, negative. So I bought these little teeth. I put them in. And it was like, just going right here, right in the center of my mustache. I was like, there's no way. So I went out and bought a mold, and I actually clay molded my own teeth. And after they dried, I put them in, and they just crumbled. And I was like, I'm so fucking frustrated with this.
Well, that's why you get them out of plastic.
So frustrated.
I bet. But
Shame.
hello, everyone. Welcome to Shadowrun. Nothing personal. We are in for a fun time tonight because this is the group's first legit combat that we're about to get into.
Legit?
Legit combat. Last time didn't count. It was sort of very awkward, desperate improvisation. It was not combat, not true combat. It was not real.
I don't know what you're talking about. We killed people.
No, you ordered someone to kill people.
He
Yeah.
killed people.
I don't know what's going on out there in the meat space, but
Hey, you're over there busy saving the day, okay? Don't you don't need to mess with that.
All right, cam should be good. Chat should be good. Everything is fine and functional.
Well,
You
of course,
just-
chat's good. They got
Wait,
me-
we haven't done the most important thing.
What's that?
Bub's handsome.
Oh, not nearly as much as you are, though. He can't even respond.
He made a facial gesture. He
I'm
made
just
a
saying,
face.
despite
The face made a face.
despite some of our looks, I think we are all handsome gentlemen, and we're destined to fuck that up with Shadowrun tonight.
Yes.
It's
Our
gonna-
faces will be changed by the end of tonight.
Oh man.
I hope it leaves me with a smile. Because if I'm salty, because I'm standing next to a guy who's lobbing a grenade, and I'm a sports star unable to stop him, I will lose my mind again.
Go wide.
Can you see anything at the moment, Bob? Is the question.
We can totally see things there, LZT.
I don't know if Hoss can see because of this flash. I think he
Oh no,
was,
he's
like,
blind. He's straight up blind right this second. In fact,
good.
for fun story cinematic purposes, you're all temporarily blind. Though
Ah,
I think LZT has it.
We've been dazzled.
You've been
I have
dazzled.
fair conversation specifically for people who are about to fuck me over. This is exactly the
Wait,
kind of thing.
You completely anticipate that every single Johnson you meet has a flash grenade ready at the handy?
Definitely.
Every
Especially
Johnson,
if he
what about
calls-
every Roberts?
Especially if he calls himself Jameson instead of Johnson, aka shady as fuck. I'm gonna walk in there with a gun drawn.
So you're saying Bub's fixer is shady?
Yes.
Hey, it's a miss, okay? And she has a thing for me, and I'm weirded out by it because I don't understand what it's like to hit on women. I'm still very
You don't
much
understand
a
emotion.
mama's boy.
I want to see this role play.
What is this, episode 3? I feel like it's 3.
This is episode 3.
Is it? Or are we on 4?
No,
No,
it is
it's
episode
3.
3 because we
Okay.
skipped last week.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We skipped last week because I was at my sister's wedding over the weekend. It was exhausting. It was hot. It was 90 degrees in a big, heavy 3 layers of suit.
Was it saucy?
It was something like that. That was more salty than
Sweaty,
anything.
moist.
Salty.
Moist.
Moist.
Toasty.
Holster. All right, so I hope y'all are ready because we're gonna have a
What are
good.
some good hashtags to tag people in for Tabletop Shadowrun?
Juicy.
Juicy.
Moist.
Oh, that's weird. If you type in juicy, it immediately corrects to juicy dick.
That's
Why? Why? Why is that?
you know those recommendations are based on things that you type, right?
No, they're not.
Yep.
Yeah, they
I'm-
are, bub.
Juice.
Listen, bub.
Juice World. That's not. You don't even spell juicy that way. It's Juciy. What?
Wait,
All right.
Juice World?
Yeah.
An entire world of juice?
Just like Waterworld, but with juice.
Oh, that
is it-
sounds sticky.
Does
Is
it
it
have
now-
pulp or is it from
Yes.
concentrate? This is a deal breaker for me.
We just had a Splatfest. Is this pulp or no pulp?
Yep.
Oh man.
It's so pulp. All right, well, guys, shall we dive into the wonderful world of Shadowrun, which is not so wonderful at all because everybody dies.
No, are you saying we're gonna die?
Of course, everybody dies. Everybody lies. Everybody dies. That's how it
True.
goes.
I'm an elf. I'll live forever.
Yay!
Okay, 4. I think you just knocked off 20 years off your lifespan with that little death flag there. Just saying.
Tweets out, guys. Go ahead and
Hashtag.
Hey, 4, if you die tomorrow, those 20 years don't matter a goddamn thing. Hey, you got shot on the job. Guess what? 20 years? That's 20 years ago. You outlived your GM prescribed lifespan.
What you guys don't secretly realize is that 4's lifespan is about like 21 years.
Oh,
Actually, it's more like 20 years and like 3 days.
I see.
We'll see what happens.
4 is slightly, slightly
I'm not concerned at all.
We'll see what happens, Mr. Guy who doesn't have any sort of weapon skills whatsoever.
I have lightning
You have like
and a taser.
I
And the
got
taser.
Smiley's back. Okay.
That's
You don't-
right.
You don't pick on my
I'm
Better
Smiley.
be nice.
I'm pretty sure I have Smiley's back because it's usually, hey, go kill that guy.
Okay, so last time we started off with a fun little segment I started with Shadowrun slaying with misfortune. So I would like to continue the trend to get us shadow slinging away.
Oh lord, here we go.
Oh yes. So the runners got some sweet digs, some sweet loot, some pay data, if you will. Valuable data that can make the runners a timely dime, a fistful of new yen, or just jing, as it would go. You say bling, we say jing. That's just how it goes. And they hoped their Johnson would be incredibly whiz, a wonderful, excellent and giving them their money so they could pick up some new swag, which indicates goodies that the runners take, but it also just means plain damn awesome. Thankfully, the runners got away from the pawns, a short term for the mercenary group called the Knight Errant that has the Seattle law enforcement contract and made out like a screaming sensation that's taken the nation. Unfortunately, the runners are going to hit a lot of static very shortly, another word for trouble. To complement hosed from last week. This would first come in the form of a certain troll razor guy, another way of describing a male with a ton of combat enhancements, and typically chrome. Which naturally means Haas, who else, with his fancy horns and his big crazy arms of doom,
Why they gotta be
bearing
fancy?
down on poor Shade. Hey, they can be fancy, they can be menacing, they can be both.
Yeah, well, at least I
You
smell
can tread
good.
very carefully. At least you smell good. So, of course, Drek is only going to get worse as any night in the world of Shadowrun goes, and that is the chip truth. So I'm going to slot and run over to the recap I prepared for all of you lovely chummers out there. But before we get to it, a helpful tip from the shadows. On top of your 4 golden rules, which is watch your back, shoot straight, conserve ammo, never deal with the dragon, allow me to add an unofficial 5th. Geek the mage first. What's it mean to geek, you ask? Well, to kill them, of course. What else? Well, we can't be having them slinging their mojo around with those damn wizards. No, not Austin Powers mojo, magic mojo, the kind you use to enchant others and dispel them with your awesome power. Okay, you know what? Fine. It's half Austin Powers, half friggin' Shadow Sling, and 100% whiz. You dig? On to the recap. So, last we left our intrepid runners. They hoped their long night would be over the moment they left MCT, evaded the Knight Errant, and got away scot-free with their data in tow for some hypothetically easy million. Well, as scot-free as a team could be after breaking into a secure Matrix R&D facility run by one of the largest megacorps in the world, and of course, tripping the alarm, killing a pair of bar guests, knocking out a handful of guards, and executing another in cold blood, by the unexpected order of one pacifist Smiley. Just as Shade finished cleaning up and Chord riddled the cam server with slings of corrupted code and hot lead to secure their anonymity, the 4 left the facility just in the nick of time. They regrouped at the Midnight Glade, ready to cash in their pay data, a massive file, no, an artificial intelligence called Izanagi. But not without terse words from a disgusted Haas to his comrade Shade. The two exchanged verbal shots with one another before separating and entering the club. It was here that their night would go incredibly and totally wrong, as the Johnson, calling himself Mr. Jameson, had no plans of paying the crew. Grenade in hand and the entire club security at his defense, he demanded that the group hand over the cloudless drive containing the Izanagi AI. The group would refuse to do so as escalations rose, with Smiley taking the necessary action to keep the team alive and influencing Chord to give Mr. Jameson the item in question. Ooh, that could be serious repercussions later, gentlemen. We'll see what happens. But first, with his parting words assuring the group that it was nothing personal, he fled out the back door as a squad of decked-out mercenaries brandishing the Neonet logo burst through the club entrance. To ensure his clean getaway from the imminent firefight, he let loose his insurance policy, the aforementioned grenade, at the group of Neonet interlopers and the betrayed runners, of course. In a snap second, however, Haas flung himself from his seat to catch the aerial explosive. He would be successful in his interception, touchdown, but not without a bright flash of light, enveloping the entire club as a hail of bullets, accompanying the resounding and deafening bang.
Ma always said I had a bright future.
Ha! So guys, to get into the swing of things, I want you all to prepare for flashbang sound in 3, 2, 1.
Kablooey!
I don't get any of that. Haha!
Blinded by the light is playing on Chord's Walkman.
Revved up like a deuce, mate.
Slowly, the sound fades from your ears as gunfire rings out. And everyone takes cover as the imminent firefight begins.
I believe my last words last time was, I shoot the fucker.
You try, though things went horribly wrong, and
Nope, I never got to.
you never got to.
Nope. You said, let's do that next time. And I have remembered this for 2 weeks. I have flare compensation in my eyes. I am not blinded. I want to shoot the fucker.
Hey,
Embrace the chaos.
just because you have flare compensation does not make you immune to flash.
No, but I'm not blinded by the light.
You did have to kind of shield your eyes, though, a little bit. But I digress. As the flashbang went off in Haas's hand, it basically lit the entire room up that is already basically bouncing with a myriad of lights. Your reds, your blues, your myriads of whites from beams firing from the stage, way across from you guys. The first to come to after being blinded is LZT, and you notice the first thing is basically smoke. Somehow smoke had broken out during... someone had chucked a smoke grenade at some point during this fight as it began. Bub,
Yes.
you kind of landed hard on the ground after being knocked out and your ears were ringing like crazy. And you didn't find yourself over where you jumped. Instead, you found yourself moved way over a bit more toward the entrance and taking cover behind some flipped over desks. I'm gonna need to turn the music down a smidge.
Oh, it's the best. I'm digging the shit out of it. It's got me so hyped for this.
Okay, so Bub, as you come to and you get your vision and your hearing back, just kind of waking yourself up in that moment of daze from that direct impact from the flash grenade, you look up and you see a woman in a trench coat. Basically, she has hair swooped to one side and she's like half shaved on the other, and she's wearing very dark sunglasses, and she's trading shots over the desk in an exchange of gunfire between herself and Tarnus, who you last saw at the round bar in the middle of the club. So she fires a quick burst of SMG
Oh my god.
over at Tarnus before she takes cover. She's like, well, that was a hell of a lot of stupid, don't you think? She's like loading her ammo now.
What's going on? What?
A firefight, you idiot. And then you hear a snap hit the table as a bullet just zinged past your head and some of the tiny shrapnel of the desk.
What's above me?
So right above you is just the plain ceiling, about, I want to say 5 to 6 meters above your head. And there is smoke all around you, kind of obscuring the vision. And when you look at Eliza...
Is there an upper balcony? Is there anything like that?
There was an upper balcony you remember when you first entered the club. So to give you guys general layout of what you remember when you first got here, the club is a very simple building. It mostly stretches as soon as you go in more to the right, which is off toward a dining area and a stage. So it goes about, say, 10 meters that way on the right. To your left, which would be the west end of the building, you're pretty much met with wall, not even a meter in. And directly in front, hanging on the left side, is a staircase that goes up to an L-shaped balcony. So it covers along the west wall and the north wall, just above the bar at the other end of the entrance. Or the opposite from the entrance.
All right, it's smoky as sin, and there's bullets flying in all directions. I gotta get above I have to get above the crowd. Can I make like a dead sprint using my full round to run up and try to pull myself up monkey style to this next level?
Okay, so right now you're behind very low cover, but there's a lot of bullets heading your way. You can hear like snaps and hisses flying over your head.
All right, if I stay here, I'm just gonna get my ass shot up. So,
well, you got your teammates on the other side of the smoke where you left them. Yeah. So, speaking of teammates, for Speedy and LZT, where your booth was toward the back. You guys would basically be under the stairs, like the very tip top of the stairs. You're under it in a booth.
Where is the guy I'm shooting?
He's gone. He's way gone.
I'm not done with that guy. I want to get at least a pot shot at him before he runs away. God damn it! I have flare compensation for this exact moment. If you didn't want me to have flare compensation, you say, "Sorry, LZT, they're out of stock."
Well,
Sorry,
unfortunately,
LZT. That sounds rather misfortunate.
Oh,
oh man.
I'm gonna have to use that, Speedy. That's now mine. You can't have it anymore.
All right.
He at least
Okay.
gets royalties. Pat him on the back for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially, Bub, you're pretty close to the circular bar, is where the tables were flipped over, and you're basically dragged over in some way, shape, or form.
This woman
From what-
dragged me.
She didn't drag you, not with her own hands and feet, because, that'd be silly. She has a more petite human frame than you.
I need to know how
No.
you drag someone with a foot.
How she drags you in that particular kind of condition, as we're going to open up another song.
Hit me with it.
So essentially, you felt like some sort of sensation wash over your whole body. Like it's almost a tingling sensation, and you felt like a loss of weight for when you came down and hit the ground, even though you were disoriented for a bit. What you might have quickly realized is that when you finally came to your sensations, you still felt light, but you were kind of dropped on the ground after she spoke with you.
Okay.
And what you could best assume from some of your previous experience shadowrunning is this would be a very common levitation spell.
Oh.
So she cast levitate and basically levitated you over as she knocked over the tables and began exchanging bullets with Tarnus.
She's badass.
Oh, the lovely bartender who tried to serve you guys free drinks is now shooting at you and the Neonet guys, which
I knew he overcharged me for that Sioux firewater. I'm getting my goddamn money back.
Alright,
Give
so
me my
Bub,
new yen, you piece of shit.
I wanna get to the balcony. I'm still going for it.
that's a long way to cross because you're basically passing through bullet fire, through smoke, and then you have to run up the balcony where you hear at least 5 sets of gunfire from the balcony.
What am I behind? What, like, is this just a table or a chair or?
It is a pair of tables that got basically moved over to cover you and this woman that is basically firing the odd shot, and she's barking orders at the black and gold armored, mostly black with gold trims, armored mercenary is basically trying to fire up the balcony where there's, from what all of you can tell, there are 5 club guards firing down on the Neonet troops as well as where Bub is situated. And there's at
Give me
least
my goddamn money back.
and there's at least 4 hostile people on the ground, including Tarnus.
Stay a while and listen.
All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to, in typical Haas fashion, I want to pick up the table.
Well, what I was going to say is everybody's going to roll for initiative now. that we have it set up.
Why do you keep asking me what I want to do?
I don't think I asked you what you wanted to do. I was setting you up where you were.
I'm over here eating
And
popcorn.
now,
Getting
we
frustrated.
shall see what you're going to do.
Oh, this motherfucker.
All right, so we're going to have a lot of initiative flying up here.
Okay.
Ooh,
Mm.
kill him.
All right, you are guard number 2.
Wow.
a lot of mercs.
Oh wait, that's 49.
Okay. So I should have 7 mercs. Let's see.
28? Fucking hell, bub.
Yep.
Damn, son.
Fast
Yeah.
boy.
That's going to be missing guards. Merc number 2.
No, that's fine. That's enough.
Oh, no. That ain't enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. They didn't have fair compensation. They're all knocked out.
Get a taste of your own medicine, goddammit.
You
At
are
first,
more-
I heard fair compensation, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's fair. They didn't get paid enough, so they're just not here." This is why you pay your mercs
They
well.
didn't get hazardous pay. They stopped working.
All right,
They
now
don't
we
get
now we roll for the club guards.
Oh my god, there are
is-
so many people in here.
It is
Oh,
chaos right
dude,
now.
this place is
Yeah,
bouncing.
but a lot of them are rolling pretty shit.
I'm gonna do so well in here. Oh, I'm gonna fuck so many people up.
I I have like 6 bullets.
This never runs out of
And
ammo.
I'm not good at using them.
And of course, your new compatriot that you just met, Bub, who basically pulled your ass out of the fire. I forget, Bub. Did you have like glasses on for like AR stuff when he showed up?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, so now we order everybody numerically. All right, just checking to see if I got all the players. We got Shade. We got.
No, you don't have Bub in there.
Smiley, we don't have Bub. We don't have 4.
I got a 28.
Actually, yeah, we got
Dad.
4. We don't have Chord.
Correct.
Chord and Haas, roll your initiative, please.
I already did.
I already
They
did.
have.
I got
Roll it again, and you can just change the number, Bub. It's easier than adding you manually. Click your token first this time.
I forgot those were on the board.
Oh yeah, so did I. Shit.
Actually, let me just do this, Bub. I'll do it manually for you.
Okay,
So-
I got a 28.
Yep, I'll get you in there.
I got a 14.
And Haas, you got 28.
Really, Bub? Darn, I almost got a 28.
And Chord
So
got.
close.
I just needed to get a 20 more.
Yeah.
Listen, you're a 28 in my heart. Okay, a 28 out of 10.
28 out of 10.
That's right.
You're a 28 out of 10. A 9 out of 10.
I mean, I'm not last, so
Okay, boys. So,
Smiley, I shipped this.
by the way, Haas, I gotta fix your thing because you're rolling way too many dice.
You verified it, Dad.
Did you use the initiative button or did you use the initiative in your character sheet?
I used my character sheet.
I was gonna say you only should have rolled 2d6.
Plus 9.
9. It's not 9 extra dice. It's just
No, I know.
9 plus the 2d6.
9 plus 2d6, yeah.
Yeah, whatevs. Okay, so you are currently leading the scene, Bub. In that case,
You sound skeptic. I don't
So
like. I don't like the skepticism.
Are you, at this point, asking me what I want to do?
yes. Now that we have initiative out of the way, and you are first in line, Bub, what would you like to do?
I'm so excited!
Kill someone, then you can't give me shit for it.
All right, so can I see who's directly firing at myself and Eliza?
Okay, so directly near you.
You went really quiet for some reason.
Weird.
Is it quiet for everybody else?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're waiting.
Oh, it's charades. One
No, we cannot hear you.
one quiet man.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
What? No,
I mean,
it's
yeah,
getting, you're
quiet.
getting even quieter.
Now I didn't hear you say what at all, but you might have just been mouthing it.
Oh, what he said was that the guy didn't. Oh, your fair conversation worked, LZT. The guy's still in the club, and he's telling you, oh, okay.
See, I missed that entirely. I thought he said, "Suck it up, LZT. It's a plot hook."
Suck it up, LZT. You can get off at the next railroad station. Ding ding! Don't forget to stamp your card, people.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just switched off mics. If it does this again, I'm going to switch to my snowball, but that would require me also turning off my air conditioning so you guys don't hear that buzzing in the background.
Well, thank you for being considerate.
Well.
I'd never do that.
Well.
Now, can I see the people that are firing at me?
Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Yep.
Just checking. Because I just see the light on my thing and it doesn't do anything. Okay, so Bub, currently you have some smoke obscuring your vision, but you can see flashes of fire coming from the balcony. On the north end of the, basically the long wall, you see 3 people up there, and on your left, you can see one person, but one other flash is being obscured by smoke. So you see 5 people total on the balcony, and to get up there, your running speed isn't very fast. It would take you probably maybe 3 combat turns to get up there.
Oh my
'Cause you have to
god.
because you have to curve around past the main floor, go up a bit of stairs, and then you can reach the guys.
I just imagine Bub just hanging on to the side, just pulling down the whole thing.
I'm gonna grab one of the tables because you said there are 2 tables.
There are 2 tables, and you're basically Eliza is hiding behind one. She's just kind of peeking over it and shooting it. Meanwhile, you're next to the other one. That was kind of the only cover she could give you, though you're still a big guy. Your legs are still kind of hanging out there.
All right. I want to pick up this table.
Which one? Pick the one she's hiding behind.
Definitely not that one. I want to pick up this table.
What the hell?
You joke with troll parkour, but this was like I almost took the feat speciality for this, so I could troll parkour.
That would be
Troll parkour!
Which is why I want to know, like,
Parkour.
why can't I utilize that? Balconies it's treated to suit, I'm guessing, medium-sized to humans.
It's too high to jump. Like, even for you, it's way too high to jump. It's about
Racist.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how tall you. I'm trying to think of how
He's
tall you
tall
are.
enough.
I'm
Somebody give him a boost.
my
He's
person.
gonna squash anyone who gives him a boost. Hey, step down in my hands here. Ah!
I just saw it. I don't even know. Oh, it's character right there. I'm 8'4".
And I don't know how to
Jeez.
translate that in
You-
meters.
But do you have an 8-foot vert?
Probably actually. I have specifications in parkour. Like I'm a free runner.
So how tall are you again?
8'4".
Okay, so you're about 2.5 meters. The basically the balcony is about 4.5 meters high.
254 centimeters tall. Holy crap.
Yeah, you basically have to go up a set of stairs. There's a flat part, and then you go up another set of stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a table and I'm gonna throw it.
Where?
What do you mean where? If I can't see them, they shouldn't be able to see me, right?
Well, at
If
the moment,
that's
yeah,
an argument, if I'm seeing flashes, I'm gonna aim at that flash.
Okay, so 5
What
flashes above you.
What he's saying is, have you heard of the term flipping table? And he's now going to be flipping off of a table. Hardcore parkour.
Parkour. Well, the way the table is flipped, it's kind of awkward to do that.
What kind of table are we talking about here?
So this is a square table with like a big central large round cylinder that basically goes down to like the 4 peg leg down. And the front end is toppled opposite you. So you're laying against like the pole that would hold the table up.
So what you're saying is I can pick it up.
You can pick it up by the pole and use it as like a makeshift club.
What about a projectile?
Exactly.
He can also throw it, but
Yes. You
Uh,
fucked up. You fucked up right there. You said I could.
I said you could. But
Rule of cool.
Bub, I want you to roll perception with a -2 for the smoke.
I can't see
You know,
anything. The smoke. What do I need to see?
There's specifics I need you to try and
Oh
find.
my shit. Where's my perception at?
Perception, please, at -2.
I've got to find it.
Because this is about the layout of clubs and stuff in the club, is what this perception test is for.
Is this under main or
Skills.
skills?
You don't want to. You don't want to throw it on the dance floor. That's just going to cause chaos.
Ha! He's actually pretty far from the dance floor, actually. Bub, I see what's wrong. You left your edge enabled.
What? No, I didn't. Did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Because it
That's
just
weird. All right, let's try that again.
Exploding 6s. Yeah, try it again without the exploding 6s.
all right. Coming after you. Submit.
Okay. Okay, so Bub, it's really hard to see through the smoke, but you can see vague shapes of box-like objects, shapes, very vague shapes, near where all of the fire is coming from.
General question though. He's a troll. They have thermovision, don't they?
Trolls do have thermovision, yes.
So he wouldn't really be bothered by smoke.
Well, I mean, I'm still not going to be able to clearly see. I will see heat signatures, though.
Yeah, you see heat signatures. So, With that, then, you can see through the smoke. It does look a little bit misty, just because smoke itself sort of distorts the way non-heat shapes look. But from what you can tell, you're seeing half shapes, like you're seeing tops of torsos.
Okay.
You're seeing
they have cover.
one, which is Tarnus. You see two toward the north end, where Mr. Jameson escaped, near your team, and where a bar was. Up top, you can see the 5 people shooting at you, though you can see their...
Okay, how far is Tarnus? Can I get to Tarnus?
Tarnus is about 4 meters from you. So yes, you can get to him.
I'm going to spring right over that bar and pick him up.
You're going to go for Tarnus and pick him up.
Catch, motherfucker.
I said it last session, I'll say it this session. I want to hit a bitch with another bitch.
All right, so...
Perfect.
This
No
moment
murder
when he's
weapon
like-
because they both died.
Yeah, this moment when he's like, well, Tarnus was actually a dragon. I'm sorry.
We don't deal with dragons.
We don't deal with dragons, no. So, Bub, this is your max distance you can cover on your combat turns. So, you do manage to get to the bar, and you're going to try and just lunge over it at him. Okay, make a gymnastics test, basically, so you can get over it and hit him.
All right, so skills, gymnastics, I believe, are the cards.
Yes.
Gymnastique.
I told you.
Nice.
Okay, so you
That physical limit of 10 is a...
you use those handy, strong legs of yours, which survived all those crazy blasts you went through, and you threw yourself over that bar. Thankfully, it wasn't too tall for you, considering you were a tall damn troll. And you kind of did a parkour maneuver where you're like, kind of lunging over it.
Free running.
So
Parkour.
you do a bit of trollish parkour, and we're
What
going to
you're
do it on
describing is a speed vault, is the actual term.
Thank you. So, Bub, now to resolve the damage, you're going to do to Janus. Janus? Not Janus. Turnus. They sound so similar. Turnus.
He's still a two-faced bitch.
You're going to roll your unarmed attack with +2 for the charge, and I'm going to try and dodge.
Okay.
And thankfully, I prepared a load of character sheets.
Unarmed.
Turnus Duggenweld.
Submit. Situational modifiers.
Yeah, you had the +2. Okay, you crash into him. So you went full bore tackle, speed vaulting over this.
You been quiet again.
Okay.
We gotta make it juicy if he's gonna turn off his AC.
Okay, here is the snowball.
All right.
Hope I sound good. Okay.
I super vault over.
You super vault over.
Yeah.
Like the masculine troll that you are, you crash right into Tarnus and you tackle him straight down to the ground. And let's determine your damage. So, for that charging tackle you did, we're going to do your strength. Strength plus your 3 net hits. That's the damage you're going to do to him.
All right. So, you want me to roll my strength?
Don't roll your strength. Just tell me what your strength is.
Is this just total? It's 12.
Okay, let me actually see. Right, so, God. So this is 12 stun damage, plus the 3 net hits. Oh, this is gonna hurt. 15 stun damage coming at him.
Nice. He resists nothing.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face? What? Slap!
Oh my god, you just trucked your entire... You came at him like a truck, flying over that table, and you just smash into him into unconsciousness.
He is the size of a truck, so that makes sense.
In a previous life, I was known as Big Rig.
I was thinking of Big Rig. That is true. Alright, so... That is Turnus unconscious, I believe. Let me check his condition monitor. Yeah, you just knocked him straight out. Yeah, you knocked him straight out. Okay, so you just slam him into the ground, and it hits his head against the bar table and just fell to the floor like a pile of ragdoll.
Okay.
So Turnus is out of play. Let's get him out of here. Let's put a fancy, colorful little unconscious symbol on him.
Bye-bye, buddy.
Okay.
Was Tarnus the one who seemed like he was in charge?
No. Well, you'll never know.
You're right.
You may never know. Meanwhile,
right.
It's fine. I've lost interest.
now let's go back to this.
Oh, are they still doing the thing? Oh, okay.
Okay, so now we're going to go to Eliza. You're going to get to see what Eliza's all about. So, Bub, off to your right was another distinct set of gunfire from a third ground guard. He was behind another table, but he was a little bit further from you. So, what does Eliza do?
What does Eliza do?
I know what Eliza's going to do. She's going to fuck him up. So, Eliza is going to come charging at him. Thankfully, he's not that far. He's about, I want to say 6 meters. So she runs past you, and she's going to do a crazy flippy shit over that table. All right, so I need to roll her gymnastics real quick.
Eliza, not to be overshadowed by the troll.
Okay. So essentially, she proceeds to go into a cartwheel where she cartwheels, does a couple of backflips, and then she propels herself into the air. She gets a noticeable couple of meters off the ground, and she's twisting her body into a punch. So she's coming down at him in a punch. And it's not just any punch. It is a super amazing punch with this thing over here.
I mean, you rolled it, so I want to laugh, but also we want her to succeed.
That's rough.
Yeah, I'm edging that.
That's rough.
I just can't roll. Alright, so she uses one of her edge points, and she's going to re-roll that. How many freaking dice? Try that again, Eliza. Okay, so she just casted a punch spell coming down on the poor hapless guy. It's gonna hurt, actually. Okay, so okay, so essentially this is going to be 6 damage that he's just going to have to try and dodge.
I cast punch.
Unfortunately for this guy. No, this is a telekinetic punch. God, ground guard number 3. Thing is, he can't dodge for crap.
I cast punch.
I'm looking so bad, you guys. So, the guard basically saw her coming and was firing at her, causing her to basically overcompensate on her twist, and she basically goes past him, but goes into a tuck roll. So let me see if she can actually recover from that real quick.
Nope. Falls flat on her face. Like, this is the worst merc ever. What the hell is going on?
I'm going to be so disappointed if this doesn't work. She sticks the landing. So she overcompensated on the twist, but she does manage to go into a roll and recover onto her into a crouching position. So that's her for now. Let's go to Shade.
The guy who ran off with the flashy boom boom handheld device.
With the flashy boom boom handheld device.
Is he gone?
Yes, he has since left the building.
How long has it been?
He went through the locked door. Would probably be about a minute ago.
How has it been a minute?
Gunfire erupting. You guys recovering, and just time's going by real quick right now.
Okay, I'm going to ignore the overcoming smell of GM horseshit, and I'm going to shoot one of the guys on the balcony.
Okay, so the way you're positioned right now, you can't see them and they can't see you because you're under the stairs.
Oh, I'd like to maneuver into a position where I can shoot one of the guys upstairs.
Roll perception first.
Okay, perception first.
Come on, everybody's seen the Fifth Element. You just fire through the floor repeatedly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Unless LZT, do you have thermographic vision?
Have a look.
Oh, dude, Todd just pop an eye up there.
I have thermographic vision.
You do? Cool. So you don't need to do perception. So
What you're saying is this one works? There's not a small glitch or anything?
No, this one works. So LZT.
Yes.
What you can see through the smoke is off to your left where you see where the main bar is. You see at least 2 people shooting from that bar at the NeoNet group to the south end of the building.
Okay.
They're on the north, you're on the south, you're kind of on the northwest. So you see 2 guys there. You saw the attempt.
What weapons do I have with me, first of all?
You only had the handgun. You didn't bring anything with you other than your built-in handgun.
Now, do you mean handgun or hand gun?
As in the gun inside your arm.
Oh, okay.
You literally specify that's all you brought with you.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's a machine pistol.
No, that's a flight risk.
Yeah, that's a cyber machine pistol. Okay,
Pop them off.
Is anyone exposed in the fact so I can shoot them without shooting through something?
So you see 2 guys basically kind of popping up over the bar,
Yeah.
shooting at the NeoNet group. You see
Yeah.
Tarnus just got knocked out by the troll.
Yeah.
And then you just saw Eliza go for the punch maneuver, miss, and recover.
Okay.
And then you have the 5 guys on the balcony whom you can't see each other.
Okay. When they pop up and shoot at the NeoNet, I'm gonna shoot at them.
The guys in the bar on the ground floor?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get your opportunity, though he is behind partial cover, so he'll get a partial bonus.
Wait,
Yeah.
are the guys at the bar our enemies? Are they shooting at us or just Neonet?
They are clearly enemies. They were ready to kill you
Oh, okay.
when assuming you were going to fire at Mr. Jameson.
Gotcha. Everyone here is trying to kill us.
Yeah, everyone.
Yep.
Except for Eliza. And she's just trying to show me up by hopping over shit and punching them.
Something like that.
Which die do I press? It's the one on the pistol or the one on the rounds?
Do the one on the rounds, and you want to make sure you're changing the mode to which mode you're shooting, because it'll give me dice pool penalties depending on if you're doing burst fire or not.
BF is burst fire, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna click this thing and see what happens.
Sure.
Wait, you said the one on the rounds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and in the main screen, you're going to click on the dice by the rounds.
Yes, but there are 2 dice by the rounds.
The left one I think is for simple action. The other one's for the
Yes.
right one is for complex.
So, simple or
Yes,
what?
simple.
Yep.
Because complex would be a long burst. That's 6 bullets.
Yeah.
Hey guys, guess what?
Situational modifiers, anything? They're distracted. It's built to my hand.
Well, they know you're there, and they know
Yes,
you're
but-
probably going to fire at them.
They don't know I have a gun in my hand.
Stop LCT before I hurt you. Okay, so you did a short burst?
Yes.
So I get a -2, but I get a +2 because I'm behind cover, so I just roll flat. Let's change the tunes.
Oh, evens out. Okay. And no AP, so that doesn't do anything. Yep.
Oh, by the way, just because I'm being nice, everybody can refill a point of edge, which LZT, you can spend that now if you want.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. By the way, this is the music auto-playing in the background.
You
The
don't have to
DJ
worry
has
about.
since left the building.
You don't have to worry about changing the volume levels because I can tinker with that on my end.
Oh, sure, I guess. Though I do it for my
Yeah,
own
it's a
sake
little loud.
because the way my audio is.
Gotcha. All right. Well, set it where you like it.
Okay, so that's where I want it.
I'm not listening to music anyways. I just got my own playlist, guys. If you guys at home want to listen to whatever Chord is listening to, there's a playlist that I linked in chat earlier and in Bub's Discord.
All right, so LZT, you said you did not want to spend your.
Yeah, no edge.
You didn't want to spend your edge. Okay. So, basically, your bullets fly and crash into the bottles behind them, which I need to remember to start using the sound effects. I went out of my way to make these sound effects happen. So,
I can actually
fired
hear
at him. Fired your quick burst at him, and it shatters some of the glass behind him, and he kind of just ducks his head in reaction.
Cool.
All right. So next up, Neonet Merc number 6. Let's see where are you at. You're over here.
The long wait to take cover under a chair.
Now we just sit here and wait for him to go through 35 NPCs.
So technically, you guys are behind the table. Like, essentially, when the firefight broke out, LZT managed to just sort of knock the table over, whether he did it intentionally or not. He knocked the table over and gave you guys some cover at the booth. All right, so Neonet Merc number 6 is trying to one of the upstairs guys. So
That moment when the character is so big that he looks at tables less as defensible cover and more as ammunition.
okay, and then I fire at. Doesn't matter which guards. So. Oh darn. Oh, that works. So you. Work! Roll 20. I demand it! Yes, burst fire. Burst shots. Burst shots all around. So, fires a quick burst up to one of the guys in the balcony. And because he's got a superior position, the shots go flying above his head and break into some part of the plaster. Balcony guard 5 fires back. This is what things go wrong.
For us or for you?
For everyone. Alright, so he's got a superior position. And I'm gonna roll a d7 and see who he shoots. Actually, roll a d8. Mark 2. Mark 2 dodge, I say! Well, thankfully it just chipped into the table that he's standing by.
Are these IKEA tables or like proper wood tables? Because IKEA are filled with air and nothing else.
They would be partially like, there would be a marble layer on top of them just to give them that marble sheen. Like the actual real marble.
Excellent. Morb. You know, shrapnel. Yep, okay.
Okay, so basically it just collides into it and doesn't pierce it. Actually, let's just do it this way. So I know I'm generally rolling how many dice? 9 dice, okay. fires. Dodges. Alright, so wounds collide into which balcony guard? Threat. Guard number 3 is just going to take a couple of stun damage.
By the way, I gotta look up and see what, because the problem with the pistols and all the weapons in the main list is you can set anything to burst fire, like including my sniper rifle.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, so I gotta see if everything is capable of burst, which it is not.
I'll tell you what, I think, I wasn't sure about doing this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm going to let you guys get to control my Neonet mercs, since they're technically not here to kill you, and obviously Eliza helped you.
They shoot their
Bad
guns,
Yep.
They shoot your guns.
and they let us escape.
I would like the Neonet.
Operation Human Shield.
I would like the Neonet goons to have chased down Jameson and caught him.
Who's to say nobody's chasing them right now? Obviously, these guys can't.
No
crash
one.
in your
That's actually what I'm doing on my turn, which is in 6 seconds of when things just kicked off.
Alright, so essentially for all the purposes of rolls, because essentially the balcony guards are shooting Neonet, they're shooting each other right now. So, Bub, you're going to control Neonet Mercs 1 and 2.
Oh boy. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, I'm just gonna have them keep popping off.
Yeah, I just want to let you do something.
I'm fucking jamming over here. You killed the music, and now you're killing my vibe. Put the music back on. Let me techno Viking out. All right.
Okay, fine, I guess. Let's play this one. I had to prepare songs just for this occasion. Alright. So, Bub, you're getting
Oh,
Mercs
shit.
1 and 2.
My sniper rifle can actually do burst fire.
That's right, it is an EBR, isn't it?
Yeah. Tok, tok, tok. Hey!
Speedy, you're going to have a lot to manage with your stuff, so I'm only giving you Merc number 3.
Okay.
Quit freezing up roll 20. Be nice. Okay, and then LZT, you're going to get Mercs 4 and 5.
So, the guy who just got shot, right?
The Neonet guys have not gotten hit yet.
You would
Oh.
get the guy that got shot, though.
It was the balcony guy that took the hit.
Oh, okay.
All right. And finally, Smiley, you're going to have Mercs 6 and 7.
You just let me know when 4 and 5 are up, because I have no idea where they are or anything.
They're all on the ground floor, pretty clustered by the main entrance. They just kind of
Oh, okay.
took cover behind tables and some half walls, like dividers.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't think of this before the session. I was like, I know I got a lot of guys I got to
Ho, ho,
roll.
ho, who's this?
I knew I'm gonna have to dedicate the session to these things.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Crit Dice Gaming, for that host. I appreciate that. Thanks so much, guys. Welcome
Cool.
in, everybody.
It's laid.
Okay. So moving on, Merc 3, which is controlled by Speedy.
Nice. I would like him to shoot.
Just roll a d5, and it's gonna hit one of the balcony guards.
All right, cool.
And I'll pick that guard and dodge.
The third one in the middle.
Third balcony guard. This is one of the guys. Basically, 1, 2, and 3 are on the north end, and 4 and 5 are on the west end. So he dodges with plus 2 because of his positioning.
Stay a while and listen.
Okay. Speedy just rolls bullets.
How do I roll his bolts?
I'll let you roll that again. But if you guys look at your merc sheets I gave you, go into their main page, scroll to the bottom, and you see their weapons, and you see the AR rounds. You're going to click that left dice, which does a simple action to fire the rounds off.
Cool.
There you go.
6 successes.
Okay, you just lit me up like a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
3 net hits for a total of 13 damage coming at me. Okay, 13 damage with -2 AP. Ooh! Ow! Speedy. You just peppered him alive.
Nice. Does he fall off dramatically with a Wilhelm scream?
Not quite. Wow!
I like that one. Nice LCD.
I'm checking their armor real fast. Technically, yeah, you did more damage in their armor. So, guess what, Speedy? You killed him.
Nice.
You straight up killed him. So, that takes Balcony Guard 3 out of play.
Cool.
So, basically, a line of burst fire lines up and hits the glass that he's hidden behind, and basically, 2 to the glass, 1 to the chest, which he flinches to, and the last one clips him up the head, and then he slumps over, but doesn't quite fall off of the balcony. The gun does drop and land on the bar table, though. So, Guard 3, you are out. And that gives Speedy 1 less guy to roll.
Nice.
Alright, so that was Merc 3. Merc 1! Bub, roll for Merc 1. So roll a d4. Actually, just roll a d5 and we'll see who that hits.
Got it. 1d5 rolled. 2.
We're gonna hit guard number 2.
Is this a bar guy or a balcony guy?
This is still a balcony guy, because that's where the main focus fire of the Neonet guys are shooting at.
Why?
Because they're the ones that have the advantage, and they have the advantage.
They have the high ground.
They have the high ground, yes. Okay, so guard number 2. Roll his ammo, like I said earlier, Haas.
Roll his what?
So look in the Merc sheet.
On
Main
it.
page, scroll down to weapons.
Merc sheet 1 or 2? Or does it matter?
You're firing for Merc 1.
Yeah, I got it. Alright, character sheet. Which tab?
Main tab, first one. Scroll down, and you'll see the ammo under the weapon.
AR rounds?
AR rounds. So you're going to click that left dice to shoot as a simple action.
Got it. Blah!
I dodge!
You don't. Ha! Knew it! Called it!
Damn. Alright, that's 11 physical damage. Actually, no, it's going to be stun damage because I think his... Nope, it's physical because of the armor piercing. So you're going to do physical damage to him.
Well, I want things to happen. Make it so.
Making it so. So for 11 damage, he knocks off 4, leaving 7 physical damage on balcony guard number 2. So essentially, he managed to fire another burst up at him, and he clipped him across the left side of his chest, and his right near his heart and his shoulder, and he's bleeding out big time.
Oof, that's rough.
So he does basically fall back into a prone. He took more damage than his physicals, so he got knocked to the ground.
Nice, I'll take it.
Okay. That was Merc 1. Chord, you're up.
Oh man. Where's the nearest door or window?
So you're still at the booth. The nearest door would be the locked back door that Mr. Jameson escaped out of.
But it's locked from I wouldn't be able to get through it.
It's locked, so you wouldn't be able to get through it unless you tried to hack it, but...
That would take a while.
yeah, and you are in real time because bullets are flying.
Yeah.
You do have
a window.
There is no window near you.
Alright.
In fact, the window's at the opposite corner of the club from you. You're on the northwest end. The giant glass window is about 10 odd meters east of you.
Okay. Matrix passive perception, like, what do I see around me in the Matrix?
Nothing.
Nothing? God damn it. Everyone always running on silent.
They don't want no hackers breaking their shit.
Do I have to see something to data spike it?
Yes. You have to at least see the icon.
Alright, I'm gonna try and... I'm just gonna run behind cover and try and fire my pistol at someone.
You are technically behind the table that you started at, where the booth was. Because remember, there was that table you started at the booth.
Cool, that's not the one Bub threw.
That's not the one Bub threw. Bub is about 5 meters from you.
That's
He's
right.
across the room from you.
Bob
No
hasn't had
table
a
is
chance.
safe.
Bob hasn't had a chance to throw that one yet.
Yeah, it's true.
Bob,
Not at tables. My ammunition's running low.
Bob, you are at the central bar. You're inside the central bar with all those fancy bottles that were going up and down.
Oh, yes. My body. Oh, just give me the opportunity.
It's perfect. Little, perfectly shaped, hand-sized bottles of.
And they're aerodynamic.
Yeah, and they're full of shrapnel and flammable stuff.
Did you say they're aerodynamic? Because I can't use. I have specifically non-aerodynamic advantage.
Depends on how you throw it. If you do it like an American football,
Hook shot.
yeah, then they're not aerodynamic at all.
Right. Take an American football and throw it sideways. And then it's not aerodynamic anymore.
That's right.
That would be the weirdest way to play football.
Yes.
But you'd be better at it.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, so Speed, what do you do? You're still at the booth. You have a big table that's covering you and LZT and Smiley. You are obviously cramped, and you would have to try and climb over it if you want to get out.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't sitting like in the booth. I was sitting at a table, like I was sitting on a stool outside the booth. Specifically because I didn't want to be locked in. However, I'm going to get locked in because I want to hide.
That's my patch, LZT.
It's my cyber eye. Don't question it.
Remind me what jam signals does, because it's not really explained well in the cheat sheet.
GM signals basically creates noise. It dedicates a device to creating noise. So if there's any deckers nearby, they would receive noise penalties.
Okay.
This is a firefight, Speedy.
Yeah, that's fair. If I get behind the table or like under the table, would I have like full cover?
You would get a cover bonus to your dodge if somebody were to shoot at you.
If I were to go under the table and into VR.
The table is toppled over, so that you'd be taking cover behind it if you're going to take cover by it.
Uh-huh. Would I be protected if I'm unconscious behind the table?
So long as nobody knows you're there and they don't try to deliberately shoot you through it.
I'll risk it. Cool. I'm going into Hot Sim VR, and I'm not running on silent because everyone kind of knows I'm here probably already.
All right, so you switch interface mode.
Yeah, and that's only a simple action, so I can do one more simple action.
And then you have your matrix actions on your matrix cheat sheet.
Yeah. There's not much I can really do with that simple action. I will send a message.
You can reconfigure your deck with the free action.
My deck configuration's fine right now, I think. Although actually no, I'm going to switch out one of my programs. So I'm going to switch from.
Yep. Say what, Speedy, you think on it? We'll go ahead and go to the next Merc.
Cool.
What do you think on it?
It's fine.
So Merc number 2, controlled by Bub. Roll your D5, see who you shoot.
I'm on a boss.
Now this guy's lit up like a Christmas tree. All right, so you shoot number 4.
Yes.
Which is this guy right here. So this is one of the west side ones.
6
Fire
successes. Made it so.
You did make it so, Bub, like so. Alright, Bub. I'm gonna dodge you.
Kick and try.
I'm gonna dodge you. I'm gonna dodge you real good. I'm gonna dodge you. I'm gonna dodge you right now.
Not with those kind of puny rolls.
Not with those puny rolls, man. He's got glass. Not protecting him very well. Okay. So. That's gonna do 13 physical damage. 15 physical damage. He gonna die probably.
That's rough.
He did -2 AP. I'd say he's dead.
Whoa! Oh, not like this. I didn't want him to kill anybody.
You didn't kill him. The Merc killed him.
Yeah, you didn't kill him. You Bub, your hands are clean. Haas's hands are clean.
I mean, that depends on how clean the tables were.
Yeah, I was gonna say there might be some grease and stuff.
So the guy basically does a very accurate shot on the guy's head.
On the head? Oh! Give him a
So
haircut.
his head explodes like a watermelon.
No, not like this.
And it happens with this sound effect. And followed by this sound effect.
He makes noise?
So
Or maybe he has a really deep voice.
he didn't really have a mask on or nothing. Okay, so that was Merc number 2. Merc number 4 controlled.
Yay!
Merc number 4 controlled by LZT.
I shoot someone.
All right,
Do it.
Roll all D3.
We're running out of people to shoot, guys. We're getting
Oh, yeah.
close.
Bang.
1.
Okay, so you're targeting balcony guard number 1, who's not been touched. Up here. Okay, make your roll. Balcony guard number 1.
3 successes. 2 AP.
Dodge with your 9 dice.
Haha!
That's rough.
I'm not rolling well at all, you guys. I'm terribly. See, these guys are badasses. They just came in here and are just lighting the place up. So that's
Make him fall off the balcony. Make him fall off the balcony. Make him fall off the balcony.
Well, let's see how crazy the damage is going to be. So that's 13 physical damage. -2 AP. He soaks. Sweet fuck all. Sweet frag all, I should say. Okay, so how the hell did he hit this guy? Oh, so basically there's a concentrated aim at this guy and fires another burst of assault rifle rounds directly into his stomach. And it happens like this. And he falls back. And you currently cannot see him. Because he just took 9 freaking damage and fell over. Okay. So let's put a little knockdown indicator because he's knocked down also. There's 1 balcony guard standing. Balcony guard 3, who is supposed to be out of play. Balcony guard 2. The guy who just got shot in the stomach tries to get up. I should not have called this episode Midnight Melee. I should have called it Midnight Massacre.
Everything here is personal. I have to pay for these arms!
Gotta pay for the ass. Alright, so he has to roll a body plus strength test to try and get up. So that's going to be 7 dice. He has to get 3 successes in order to get up. Does he get up? No, he is reeling in pain from the shot, like, over the right side of his body. He just took some critical wounds over there. So he's down on the ground, and he grabs a slap patch. He just grabs a slap patch and like struggles to get up. Though what the slap patch is or what it does, you guys don't know yet. So moving on. Ground guard. Finally, the ground guards are going to do something. This is one of the guys behind the balcony, or behind the bar.
Spooty, no!
Alright, you should be ground guard.
I'll leave.
This is the one LZT shot at.
Yay!
Okay, so LZT, noticing you are an immediate threat after firing at him and hearing the glass shatter behind him.
I am also hiding under the stairs.
No, he's got full view of you apart from the table you have for cover. So you're going to get a +2 for cover because of that table.
That's fine.
Alright, so he's going to fire a long burst at you. Let me do my roll first. Because this is going to give you a dice penalty. Okay, so since he fired 6 rounds, 6 rounds is how much penalty for you? Bullets are fun. Bullets are fun, you guys. Did you know that?
No.
Okay, so you did a long burst. You're going to dodge with a -5. So, LZT, you have a net of -3. Situational modifier for your dodge.
Let's see. Where's my dodge? Isn't there a dodge thing on the main? No?
Yes, there is.
Where?
It is in defense.
Yeah, right-hand
It's
side.
right above your initiative.
Oh,
Right above-
there it is.
Yep. So you roll a net of -3.
It's 3. 3 successes.
And I only have 1 success, but I am going to roll an edge. 'Cause I'm going to get some bullet holes in you guys.
No, you want to get. I have a feeling you want to get some bullet holes in me specifically.
I know that you
And-
said bullet holes, but when you gritted your teeth, it's like, I need to get them bullet holes in you guys.
Yes.
Bullet holes!
What?
I distinctly heard that as well.
You guys have dirty brains. Alright, so roll the edge.
Ha!
Okay, so I matched. So essentially, the bullets collide into the table. Speedy, while you are unconscious, you could feel like a ripply sensation around your body, but you couldn't quite pinpoint it. You didn't feel like you can identify it.
Oh, is he behind the table with me?
Yeah, he's technically under your feet.
Oh, I pat him a little bit and step off him.
Smiley, your turn.
Thanks.
Nice chord. Nice chord. C minor. C minor.
So, did Chord just get hit?
No, Chord's fine.
Okay, it was just his other character. Okay.
No, Chord didn't get touched at all. He just felt a vague sensation of the bullets rippling it into the table right next to his body.
That's terrifying. So, I don't know what to do. I'm going to use my entire action to take cover. Is that possible? Can I like take a defense action and realize this is out of my depth?
So you can't just take cover with a simple action.
Mhm.
There is a thing in this game called full defense, which you guys can subtract 10 from your initiative, and basically it gives you a certain bonus added on top of your dodge dice. So for most of you it's willpower.
All right.
4, if you have too pretty to hit, instead of willpower, you would use charisma.
Ooh!
So basically, you would add your charisma as a bonus. But
That's
you
8 dice!
But you would have to have 10 initiative to subtract.
Fuck!
You and your paltry 8 initiative.
Well, in that case, I'm going to try to do something cool and sort of poke. Smiley pokes his head up from the bar like this.
He pokes his little Smiley over the desk.
And then he goes, and he lightning bolts a guy.
He lightning bolts a guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright, so you have the 2 behind the bar that LZT is trading blows with.
Okay.
Do you go for them?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna show off. Force 6, motherfucker.
You have a lightning ball, right? Or is it a lightning bolt?
Nope, it's the bolt, not the ball.
Alright, so you have to pick one.
I'm gonna pick the one
One?
that LZT is not shooting at.
Alright, so that's guard number 1.
Okay, here I go. No situational modifiers, like, no.
Alright, so it is an indirect spell, so he gets a chance to dodge it. Ground guard 1, you get to dodge and you have cover. So...
I got 3 successes, that's not very good.
Good enough.
It's good enough.
Take one drain, though.
I do take 1 drain.
I'm just not shooting good at all.
And I zap him!
It happens,
So
man.
you zap him with the...
Some nights we all have a limp pistol, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't...
I don't
You
even
zap
have
him with that sound effect.
Oh, snap him!
And then I duck back behind cover and I do this little like.
Okay, so force plus the net hits. You have 1 net hit. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay, so you did a force of 6. That means it's gonna do 7 damage. It's gonna do 7 damage, and he has an AP of -6. Because that's how it works.
Did I hurt him too much?
You
This is not pacifist. What am I doing?
no, this is technically within your pacifist bounds because this is self-defense.
They're shooting at me.
It is self-defense. Okay, so that is going to do physical damage because the damage is exceeding his armor, which got shredded by that lightning bolt. So, how much damage is he going to eat? 7, he blocked 3. He's going to take 4 physical damage.
My namesake. Nicely.
4 physical damage. So, you just, like, zapped him and barbecued part of his armor, which is burning into his chest, and he's just screaming,
Ho, 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 who's this?
I scream too.
Ugh. You just melted part of his chest.
And that's all I do.
Alright, so that's it for Smiley. Ground Guard 1 is looking for a little retribution.
He can try.
He is going to try. He's going to fire another long burst of 4. Ground Guard 1. Long
Dodge.
burst. Alright, Speedy. Or not Speedy, 4. 4, you are going to dodge with a -5.
Yikes.
That's what Long Burst does. He's firing 6 bullets, but it's a -5 penalty.
Which card is this?
This is Guard 1 that you just fried with a biscuit.
But isn't it? I only have Neonet 6 and 7.
No, you're being shot at.
Oh,
Yeah, you're being
it's
shot
me. It's me.
Yeah.
Me. It's me.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah,
Okay.
You.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
I've never dodged before.
No one shoots at me!
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm too pretty to hit.
By the way, 4, you were supposed to roll -5.
-5. Okay, I'll do it again.
Yeah, do it again with -5.
Wait, -5.
You can't have a
I
success
only have
there.
5 dice.
Is there
you
like
can't-
is
you
there like a
can't dodge
chance or anything then? Don't you get like is there like an automatic just 1?
No, I have only 5 dodge dice.
Well, that seems shitty and outdated.
So 4 cannot dodge because there's a hail of bullet fire coming at him.
Ooh.
Finally, I get to hurt somebody.
I should have done that full defense.
Oh,
but I
the
couldn't.
sadistic side
You
really
have
coming out in our
initiative
dear
for it?
GM here.
Wait, yeah, can't he edge?
It's too late. I've already rolled.
Gotcha.
Even
Okay.
though I can't.
Yeah, because the only way he could add dice is...
Yeah, I can't roll because I don't have dice.
That's fair.
If you pre-edged, you could have had dice, but we already... Well, technically
I
you
never
can't roll.
pre-edge.
I've regularly pre-edge, so
You dirty, dirty people. You were just right in this world of Shadowrun. So,
I zapped him though.
you're going to
Yes.
eat 9 damage. What's your armor?
My armor is somewhere.
That's
My
helpful.
armor.
It's under equipment. And there should be a total armor value.
16.
16.
Okay. Do I roll?
Please let me check that. And yeah, you're going to roll here in a sec. Actually, go ahead and roll. Because this is to determine whether or not you're going to receive physical or stun damage.
I got 6 successes.
Oh, that's right, because you cast Mystic Armor on yourself earlier.
Mhm.
Or, no, that's because that's your perk. That is your
Yeah.
adept power perk. That
It
is
is.
super. No wonder. Okay. So, guys, for those of you who don't know how damage works, if the
It's bad.
attacker's modified damage does more than the defender's modified armor value, it becomes physical damage. If it's less than his armor value, I'm only doing 9 damage to his 16 armor. It's only going to do stun. So,
Oh, so I'm just stunned.
yeah, you're only taking stun damage. But
That's.
I'm
You-
coming back up in initiative soon. I feel so happy.
yeah!
I'm about to not do any actions for another hour, so.
No, Smiley, look, you were going to eat 9 damage, but you resisted 6 of it. So you only took 3 stun.
Okay, so I have 3 stun.
Yep, so in
I
the
got it.
wind tracker, just type 3 in the stun.
Did it.
Now, this does mean you're going to start getting a -1 dice pool penalty to all actions you do.
I don't want that.
Too bad, you're hurt. Alright.
But
I just want to point that out. Misfortune is way too happy about this. It's like, I get to hurt people, my long-lived dream.
Considering my rolls have been bad since this campaign started,
We know who the real dungeon bastard is, am I right?
Alright, so balcony guard, number 1. Let's roll a d8. He's gonna shoot at Eliza.
Oh, wait. Is Chord in the wrong order? Because he's way down and has 14.
Actually, yeah, we gotta add his initiative. So, Speedy, how you're gonna do this is, roll your VR. If you're in Hot Sim, make sure you're rolling 4d6, and then you're gonna add the difference
Okay.
to your initiative.
Let me make sure I have this stuff right. Yep. Okay. 26.
Okay, so he managed to get up, and he's gonna fire at Eliza. Okay, so your initiative Chord was 14, so you're adding 12 initiative. Yep. Cool. So we'll eventually come back around to here in a second.
Cool.
3
once we get-
hours later.
By the way, guys, I want y'all to remember that this is within like a couple of seconds.
Oh, yeah, but the guy, he had 1
Oh,
minute
my
to run away.
God damn it.
Let it go. Let it go, LCT. He's gone.
He's gone! Alright. Long burst at Eliza. Alright. Now, Eliza can dodge like a boss. She's got that. And now she's going to dodge.
You guys, following our first full round of combat, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a full 5
This
minutes.
is really. This has been one full round of combat.
No, the thing is...
This has
we
been
still
an
have to go-
initiative pass, not a combat turn.
Yeah, we have to go through everything one more time, and then Bub has to go one more time as well.
We knocked 3 guys out that first initiative pass. I'm sure we're going to be fine. Okay,
Luckily,
so
I'm pretty quick in deciding what I want to do.
this guy shot at Eliza as she was basically doing her charge when he took the bullet shot from one of the... Yeah, and the headset flying off was pretty much how his earpiece flies off. I don't know. And his shades. Of course he has shades because they're shady people. So you basically blew off
Feel bad.
like the top chunk of his face. He's basically got his jaws and tongue just when he flops back onto the floor and is super duper dead.
I shoot too good.
You're shooting dead. Alright, so balcony 1 is dead. He is so damn dead.
Is he now?
Damn dead. He is so damn dead.
So initiative changes, right?
Yep, so I gotta reorder the initiative. I subtract 10 from everybody.
And we're going to take our first break.
And that was the first initiative pass, you guys.
So feel
Dear
free,
God.
feel free
not
to
even the first
change the
round.
music if you'd like. I'm
Get
going to
a
go ahead
brew.
and mute everyone. And I'll probably change the song, maybe? So it's way less like 1995 Electro Centipede.
Electro Centipede.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
The PlayStation version of Centipede when it was released. This is the only type of music that it played the entire time.
Gotcha. No, I don't remember that game.
It's okay. I'm old.
It's okay, I'm young.
All right, we're gonna go with this. All right, folks, we'll be back in just a minute. Thank you for hanging out, and enjoy the break. Okay. See you soon. BRB.
Ho, 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 who's this?
are back.
Boom! What's up, guys?
Boom indeed. Okay.
Okay, so let's finish murdering the rest of these poor saps. So, guys, we are on the same combat turn, but we are now on the second initiative pass. So, Haas, you are up first. You are behind that bar.
Okay.
Surrounded by bottles.
Surrounded by bottles. I am, in
Surrounded
fact.
by bottles.
So how many guys do I see? How many villains am I capable of spotting?
So you see the two behind the bar north of you, which is the direction you ran toward when you first started. So you ran north from close to the entrance. And you see the two guys who've been popping shots at your buddies. They shot at your teammates.
All right, well,
And off to your right was the one with Eliza doing her little flipping maneuver.
Then let's go ahead and give some cover here to 4. I want to go ahead and murk this guy. Cameras are in the wrong spot. Uh-oh, did someone close their cam?
Forwarded by
Accidentally, I did. I thought it might have been fine because I didn't drop out of the call, but...
Oh, so it just switched you with Smiley. That's
But
fine.
on the plus side, I've never looked better.
So LZT, you gotta be a pacifist who no longer kills people. Oh, never mind.
No! He was so nice.
There we go. Okay, so I want to go ahead and provide 4 with some cover. I know that he's shots have been popped off on Smiley a lot. Plus, between Smiley and Chord, they've been the nicest. Shade seems like he's got things handled. Fuck that guy.
But they're next to each other, both getting shot at.
Well, then I will make sure to throw many things.
Okay, Bub, I just thought, for fun, you can take the opportunity to do a multiple attacks action. How this works...
Just promise me one thing, Bob. The table we're hiding behind, use that last. Please.
He's far away from me. He's a good 3 meters away from me.
Yeah, but he's a big guy.
Well,
he's 3 meters away. Yeah, that's one, that's still within arm's reach for him.
Yeah.
That's not far away at all.
okay, so, Bub, have you done a multiple attacks action before?
No.
I'm going to tell you how to do it. So,
Okay.
You use your free action to do it.
All right.
And essentially, you're going to split your dice pool between your targets. So, like, one dice pool indicates your right hand, the other indicates your left hand, essentially, when you, I guess, throw things. I'm trying to think. Throw is a simple action. So you could grab bottles with simple action and then throw them with the other simple action.
Okay.
So, with your main hand, obviously, it's going to use all the great stats, but your offhand, obviously, your left arm has different stats
All
because
right.
it's a weaker arm, and it's going to take a -2 because it's your offhand.
All right. So then I'm going to roll as per normal with my throwing.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my offhand, it's just going to be at a deficit of 2.
Well, you got to split your dice pool. So
Okay.
take your total dice pool.
All right. So 16.
Okay. So, so we'll just go ahead and take that and split it, and then we'll just do dice penalties. So how do you want to split them?
I mean, I guess. Man, let's just go simple 8 and 8. I guess this sounds effective.
Based on your arm and based on the penalties you're going to get, it's going to be a -5 to your offhand total.
Can't I just focus one guy, like instead of splitting it, because I know that I'm not as
You
good?
can just dump the bulk of your dice into one hand and then
Yeah.
just like throw the other hand like.
Just like it, just end over end, man. I want this bottle of, you know what? I want to make sure that it's the Sioux Fire water.
You asshole.
Okay,
That stuff's expensive,
there is
And the price is flying.
one bottle remaining. This is the last bottle of Sioux Fire water.
Perfect.
So you grab it, and I guess you grab another generic bottle, and you prepare to throw at which guards?
the most immediate ones that are firing off at 4 and Chord.
Okay, so guards 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Do you care about the one that shot Chord, 4, or the one that shot at LZT?
Well, I think LCT's got his handled. I know that he has some kind of firearm.
Guard 1 then.
Yeah.
Okay, so he got lightning zapped. He shot at Smiley. He's like, "Yeah, I got it hit," and then here comes a bottle. Okay, so we'll put the bulk of your dice on him. So just tell me how many dice you're gonna throw.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to split it, so all of them.
Okay. So just the one Sue Firewater at him.
Can I? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and edge. Can I do that?
Did you just do a?
Wait, is that my max?
We didn't modify your throwing weapons for the bottle.
Oh, okay. So then I actually need to go to the skill as opposed to. What's the point of having weapons for throwing?
No,
weapon
go to the weapon because we modify the stats depending on what you throw at them. So because this is a more aerodynamic bottle, the accuracy will be 6.
Are you wait? Here's my level of horseshittery. Bottles are not designed for aerodynamics. Don't even at me, sir.
It's the way they curve.
Are you you? What planet are you from?
It's glass. It's round glass.
Bottles are made to
It's
hold,
not so fun when it's
not
not.
grow.
It's not fun when it's you all of a sudden, is it?
Oh, this just is. Yours made sense. This one doesn't make sense.
Would you say a bowling pin is aerodynamic?
It's more aerodynamic than like throwing a box.
Yes, however.
All right.
Okay, okay, fine. You get an accuracy of 3.
What? Wait, what? I'm so confused as to what's going on.
Take your throwing weapons
weapon,
like in the weapon tab.
Yep.
You're gonna change the accuracy to fuck it. Do an accuracy of 4.
All right.
And the damage, because it's a full bottle of liquid, it'll be 6 damage.
Okay, so rating 6, bonus nothing. Limit mod, non-aerodynamic for throwing
Hold
weapon.
up. Don't look in your skills. Go over to your equipment.
Equipment. Okay, I'm at equipment.
Okay, and then
Melee
go down
range.
to throwing weapon.
On it. Got it, boss.
All right, so accuracy, you leave it 4. Damage value, switch it to 6.
Okay, sounds good.
And we'll keep it stunned.
Yes.
All right, so guard 1 is going to roll. Roll the
Here we
die.
go.
I'm
Fighting,
gonna
bro.
be right back really quickly.
Do you want to edge?
Yeah, that's what I was
Wait,
hoping to
you
do that
can't.
anyway.
You
Why
can't.
can't I?
'Cause your accuracy is 4, so only 4 hits count.
All right. Okay. So he's just flat dodging.
So the bottle shatters right in front of him on the bar.
Yes.
So it just shatters and some of the glass flies at him, which I will let 3 physical damage come at him. But he'll get a chance to dodge that too with just a tiny amount of dice. Roll with your just flat 7. So he managed to block his arms up as the glass flew at him, and it hits the armor on his arm pads.
Okay, sure.
Man, he's just got bottles breaking all around him. It's so scary. Chord. Chord, you unconscious guy, you get to go now.
I'm having a great time.
Being unconscious.
Yeah. I'm just hanging out in the Matrix where there is no longer any club music playing, and instead,
There is absolutely. Oh right, VR.
So I'm going to. I've switched out some stuff in my cyber deck using my free action last time, so I have biofeedback on, so Matrix attacks with physical damage. And so I'm going to do Matrix Perception to spot one of these guards, if any of them have cybernetic enhancements, or a gun or like a comm link in their head or something. Something that is attached to them that will do damage to them if I attack it.
The more you want this perception, the more devices I'll get to randomly roll between.
By the way, Bub, just is it likely that they have cybernetic enhancements? Because I'll just go with that.
Okay, Speedy, since you saw one up close when the drive was being taken from you, you didn't see any obvious augmentations. You saw just an earpiece.
That one. Going with the earpiece.
But you saw the obvious SMGs.
Oh, that's true. If I overload a gun, would it do damage to them too? If I data spike a gun with biofeedback on? If they're holding it?
No. Basically, you get the gun to lock up and it just seize, and it wouldn't be able to fire. The trigger wouldn't work. Basically,
and if I were to do it to an earpiece, would they then get hurt instead?
He would take like a very tiny amount of stun damage. It would like pop in his ear, but it wouldn't do that much. It doesn't explode.
Okay, then.
Sounds like you've never had ear problems.
So wait, does biofeedback actually mean nothing unless any of these guys are in the Matrix?
Biofeedback would apply if they are in AR in some fashion.
Okay.
It wouldn't work with any of them. It would basically fry their comm link because they're not in VR. They don't have a data jack in their brain.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like cybernetically frying their brain.
Gotcha. All right, that's cool then. I'm just gonna Matrix Perception one of their guns, one of the guards who is still standing and not injured.
You don't know who went down because you're in VR.
You're right.
You can't see anything. But
before I went into VR, I saw.
You did see the two behind the bar.
Okay, so whoever, as far as I'm aware, is still up. I would like to hack into. I would like to find one of their guns.
Okay, so what we'll do is I'll roll a d6. Even is going to be guard 2. Odd will be guard 1.
Okay.
I imagine Chord by mistake hacks my eye. Go, wait, what's going on here?
Hey, looks like you're helping Smiley.
Cool. All right, so Matrix. Well, I didn't even roll the Matrix Perception yet.
Yeah, just roll that.
All right. 5 successes. I think I'm fine.
Okay, and I roll against you with Logical Sleaze. Ground Guard 1, your logic is that in your sleaze, because you have a comm link protecting it, which is going to be garbage. Oh, I think you got this, Chord. Yeah, you totally spot it, and you have 3 questions.
I don't need questions.
Okay.
I need answers.
I guess my only question is: the person holding this gun still alive and conscious?
You don't detect the biomonitor on this person, so you can't tell.
Great. All right. Well, then it doesn't matter. That's my action. I can't do anything else.
Has the gun been fired in the last 4 seconds?
Yeah.
Yes, it has. In fact.
Great. I have the right guy, and I'm. If I can talk to someone as a free action, is that a thing I can do?
Yes.
Cool.
You can send a message, like a short message.
Shit.
You're in the Matrix. You can do a long message.
I'm gonna say a message. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't matter because I can't tell them which person in Meat Space it is. Never mind. I'm not sending a message. What questions can I ask him?
Chord, some people's cancer right now. Please leave a message.
In a firefight, please leave a message. Thank you. All right.
I'm a little busy right now.
Time for Eliza to redeem herself. She's gonna punch the same damn guard. Okay, so after she did her little flip maneuver, she's going to turn around. She's not going to punch. She's basically going to bring her SMGs over. Machine pistols. I'm going to pre-edge because I don't want to deal with this crap again. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna do a multiple attacks action with both hands, both guns. Okay.
Wow.
She's gonna roll this. And it's 2 guns, so I have to split it in half. Her automatics is what? She gets to roll 14 dice. So I'm gonna do 7 and 7. That is not what I should have done. Okay, so wow. I'm not sure if you guys realize it, but apparently she's rolling terrible.
Not the first time.
Yeah, that fancy full of funny was just terrible. But this guy is gonna get a huge ass penalty, so you may not actually get to dodge it. Ground guard 3. It's gonna dodge with a -4. Okay. Actually, I just thought I can actually post edge one of the rolls. See, fun fact, you can spend an edge on 2. You can spend them individually on each hand, so I'm gonna make her kill something. I'm spending all of her edge to do it, but I'm gonna make her kill somebody. Watch this get 0 hits. Good enough. Yeah, this guy's gonna take double damage. His gun is 7. Ooh. 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 So this guy's about to eat 2 separate gunfuls of damage. It's gonna do 8. He's gonna get 15 damage physical. So basically, after she landed, she swirled around and fired her pistols quickly at him. And I believe she had AP.
Oh boy!
I give up being a GM. I give it up. Here's my hat. Here's my GM hat.
That's a lot of 6s.
Great,
There's
I'm in
no
charge
limit
now.
on that? Oh, right, that's absorbed. There's no limit on that now.
Oh, he took 3 physical damage, but you know that's just like, oh god, shoulder shot.
Look at all these chickens. That's a lot of 6s, man.
Wow. Why wasn't I rolling that good before? Okay. So 6 bullets just flew at this guy, and
He takes
he
the
just got
bullet.
shot in the shoulder.
I feel nothing when you're inside me. That's all he says. He just stands there and keeps pumping up shots.
This is not how it was supposed to happen. Shade, humiliate me some more, please.
Okay, I shoot someone.
You
Behind
shoot
the
the
bar,
guy.
preferably, when they pop out.
Sure, just shoot the guy that you've been exchanging rounds with already. Ground guard number 2.
Yep.
Now, if you're doing a long burst, that'll be 6 bullets. That's going to be the complex action one.
I don't think I can. I only have single and burst fire on my side machine pistol.
No, you can do a long burst. So long burst is 6 bullets.
Is that FA?
No, not FA. It's burst fire can either be shot as a 3-round burst or a 6-round burst.
So it's a
6
BF but complex.
yes, BF but complex.
Any
And with that-
situational modifiers?
Pardon?
Any situational modifiers is what I said.
No.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get -5 here in a moment.
4.
And I get -3.
-1.
Oh boy. So you, Mr. Sir, are doing 8 damage to me.
Woohoo!
No AP, so you're not piercing my armor enough.
No, I only have crappy machine pistol rounds in this gun. Now, if you give me a couple of minutes, I can run out to my car and get my EVR with APGS ammo. I mean, I'll do some proper damage to it.
That was a bunch of letters.
APGS is armor piercing.
Well, congratulations, LZT. You just did 6 stun damage to him. Look at you go, boy.
Yay!
Look at you go, boy.
Who's next?
Up next is going to be Merc 6.
I guess. Oh wait, Merc 6 or Neonet 6? Or is that the same thing? That's the same thing.
Yes.
That means I shoot.
Okay.
He should.
Some Merc 6 shoot. All you have is guards laying around.
And no, I'm gonna open blast fire with no hesitation.
I was waiting on him to be like, I ask him to leave, so combat goes faster.
All right.
I take out the stun rod
and stun yourself.
And I jam it down my throat.
Okay.
Damn! Oh, it's so good.
Anyway, for roll me just a D3, please.
A D3, you say?
D3. Yeah, roll me a D3.
Of course.
A physically impossible die, but roll me a D3.
2.
You're gonna shoot the same guy that LZT's been trading shots with. You're probably gonna steal his kill. Okay, ground guard 2.
Kablooey.
He got shot out already, so he's gonna take even more penalties. Because he got shot already by LZT, he's gonna take a... -1. So, take that -1. He's going to take a -3 total because you're burst firing at him. Well, he did jack diddly squat. So, 12 physical damage. Pretty sure that's going to probably maybe murder ball him. Let's see. You're doing 12 damage. Go. Decent roll. He did 7 damage. He is struggling. He's struggling to live. So, more bullets and glass shatters all around him, and some of them just embeds into his body along with the bullet wounds hitting his chest. So, he is pretty lit up. In fact, he got knocked back into the bar and smashes into some of the glass. Are you number 1? You're number 2. So you knocked down, boy. You knocked down. You knocked down. Mark 5. Just roll me 5d6. See if you get up. Nope, he's going to writhe around on the ground in pain. Mark 3. Controlled by one Mr. Chord.
Wait, yes, Merc 3. All right.
You got the ground guards.
Who's this?
I'll just fire at one of them.
Okay, who's gonna be on the roulette table? Who's gonna die? Got 1, got 2. Is it God 1? Is it God 3? Is it God 1? Is it God 3? Who's gonna be?
It's that guy. It's that guy right there.
Guy? Okay, I'm gonna roll a d6. If it's even, it's guard 1. It's guard 3, so the same guy that Eliza's been shooting at.
Nice.
Eliza's been pathetically trying to kill.
All right. So let's go ahead and roll this gun attack.
That gun attack.
Gonna gun him. 7 successes.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Good luck.
Speedy, how do you kill him? Okay, I'm not screwing with this guy. How do you kill him? I'm surviving that.
This guy's behind the bar.
So this is the guy Eliza's been fighting, just kind of off to your side. So Eliza just peppered him with some bullets.
This is a burst shot.
This is a burst shot. So yeah, and you did a long burst. So basically, you just fired a 6-round burst at him.
Yeah. So it just goes from bottom to top. It starts at like one of his kneecaps, and he starts to fall to the ground. And as he does, like the spray of bullets just goes up his body and perforates him until just like a zigzag line until one just goes straight through his head.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Got him.
So his body just jerks like to the side, and his body just like crumples over.
Mm-hmm.
So he's out of the field.
I hope that wasn't the one with the gun I hacked.
It was not.
Cool.
All right, so Ground God 3 is out. I think this is going to end quickly. All right, so that was Merc 3. Merc 1, controlled by Haas. You got the one fighting behind the bar still.
You said Merc 1?
Merc 1. This poor loser.
He fires. He's gonna fire at the first target that he can see.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he's gonna try. He's got some successes, but I'm not entirely sure. Got him.
Let's see. He's probably gonna die. So you're doing a whopping 13 damage to him. I'll change the music here, by the way.
Yes, give me something, Juice. Oh.
Okay, 13 damage minus 2 AP.
Taking my body. This is the sound of them dying.
Yeah, he just took 8 damage. He was already wounded, if I recall right. Yeah, he only had 6 health. So basically, he shot a quick burst at him, hit him a couple times in the chest, and then blood spurts just coming out. His head fucks, like with a loud thud on the bar, and then his head falls over onto his buddy while just clutching his throat, gasping. And his buddy's still just like dazed, trying to get up. Here's a million kinds of dead. Let's move on. So I think there's enough dead guys and bleeding out guys to call that the end of initiative. So the rest of the guys are still wounded and trying to recover. We're gonna get out of initiative actually, so...
Yay! Kill the rest, execute them out of the stand.
Another round.
So yeah, we could go another round, but with like expert precision, each of the
Not on our part.
each of the Neonet guys goes over up to the survivors. So like a squad of 4 go up the stairs and they execute the remaining balcony guys. And meanwhile, the survivor behind the bar, Eliza comes up. She takes out her single heavy pistol and fires on him while his buddy's still bleeding throat blood all over him. And Bud Haas. That is a combination of Haas and whatever. So
Hub! That's me. I'm Hubby.
Isn't that just boss?
Or Hubby. Oh, I love it.
So Haas, you're still technically covering Tarnus. Like, you just knocked him out, he's just laying in the ground, kind of surrounded by the whole bar. And you see a couple of the Neonet guys approach, and they're about to execute Tarnus. Do you react?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am. I'll step over, giving him the shoulder, shielding his body. He's already out. That's not necessary.
And then in a filtered voice, and man, I wish I had a voice modulator, where he goes, orders are to clean up the entire place. We can't risk any survivors.
Well, then what do you intend to do with us then?
Talk to the boss. And he basically nods his helmeted head over toward Eliza, who holsters her pistol.
I'm gonna pick up the man in my left hand. And then I'm gonna walk over to Eliza.
So Eliza...
If they try to stop me, I'll just straight up stiff arm them.
Alright. So, as you walk past the remaining troops who are just basically clearing the rest of the room, they go check the dance floor, make sure there's no other club guards in hiding. So they secure the area while Eliza is just... damn, I knew I should have more drinks. And then she sees you approach. Well, look what the cat dragged in. And...
You can say that.
Bub, I'm gonna get to see if I recognize you. So let's take a look at your fame roll.
Oh, Lord.
Chord is hacking the gun.
Got a hit on it.
Chord
He has
hacks,
no idea what's going on.
Chord hacks the gun. Good job, Chord. You hacked that gun.
Okay, so
Okay, so I
I'm
need
not seeing fame here.
I have to roll
hold
her. I have to roll her logical intuition. 9 dice.
So you walk right. So you walk in front of the door. I look at the white down.
Okay.
I just need 2 hits. Oh yeah, she recognizes the shit out of you. She's like, as soon as you approach, and says,
Downstairs.
"Yeah, that that flashbang. It wasn't fragging football, superstar. They could have atomized all that nice chrome you got there."
Oh.
You hear a sort of mixed accent, and I'm trying to get it as it's partial Spanish, like as Atlanian, with a sort of a British curl to it. So she's a mixed nationality, you can tell.
Okay. Seeing as to how she recognizes me, I'll kind of bow. Like I'm not gonna bow my head, but I'm just gonna kind of drop my head. I've been discovered, so to speak. Luckily, I didn't get shot. I don't know how I didn't get shot. I was the largest thing in there.
By quite a margin.
Yeah, not wrong. Listen, this man ain't gotta die. Take him in, cuff him, throw him in jail or whatever. He ain't gotta die.
You know, my employees said no survivors, right?
Won't you do me this one favor?
Roll negotiate at +1.
Sure. Let me head back to skills. And I'm not very good at this, so this is fine. Oh man, hold on. I meant to hit cancel. Oh, that's your roll. Okay.
That's Eliza.
Negotiation. Let's Yikes! I'm gonna pre-edge. I am. I'm gonna pre-edge on this one.
Go for it.
This is very important to his character to spare as much life as possible. Thank God.
Okay.
It would really mean a lot to me. Look, this man ain't gotta die. He's already out. Look, see, I did it. I knocked him out here. Look, and I'm gonna kind of like fold him like a like a little kid. Just look at him.
So she was basically checking the ammo in her gun as she looked at him. Hey, Jared! She shouts to one of the guards. He's like, "Yes, Mom." And he comes over. Process him. And she said, "Yes, sir." And he waves over one of the other guys, and they basically come over and they pull Tarnus off of you, and they drag him outside to what you presume would be one of their 2 APCs they have when they arrive.
Okay. All right, so
That is going to be the first mistake you make in your career, Shadowrunner. She says as she holsters her pistol. Get your friends, meet me out front. We gotta talk. So she then walks off, and one of her guards follows her.
what do I know about Neonet?
You can roll Neonet corporate knowledge if you have it.
I don't.
Do you have any kind of corporate knowledge whatsoever?
My corporate knowledge is with. Hold on, I've got to see if I can locate this. Is it social? Where is this gonna? Oh, is it skills?
Knowledge skills at the very bottom.
Yes. Knowledge skills. Yes. My Horizon group.
Horizon, that's what you have. Okay.
Yeah.
Horizon would kind of know of the companies, might have done some interviews on the companies, so I'll let you roll it at -2.
Okay, I gotta take off this edge first.
By the way, Bub, I'm going to let you have an edge for that awesome dodging, or that awesome speed. LZT, help me, my brain is dying. That awesome parkour he did.
The speed vault?
Speed vault, yes, thank you. So, you would get an
I've done parkour for 10 years. I know all the lingo.
Thank you, LZT. I haven't done any parkour by comparison. Okay, so
I once
unfortunately...
sat down too quickly.
So unfortunately...
Once you stood up too quickly, you got all woozy and had to sit down again.
So you don't know much about Neonet. You only know the utmost surface level details, like something everybody literally knows, and that's just they made the Grid Overwatch division. Chord told you about this earlier.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go over immediately and check on Smiley, see what what his wounds are like.
And also Chord, who has not been informed and is still sleeping right behind the table as you get there.
Do I know he's there?
Well, yeah, you knew all of them were there at that booth.
Okay.
They're all still at the booth.
All right, then I'm gonna kind of pick Smiley up, and, dust them off a little bit, shake them to their feet. Is everybody all right? Did anybody get hurt?
Does stun damage mean I have bullet holes?
So you feel like you got the wind knocked out of you a little bit, and you feel a little bruised, but otherwise you feel okay.
It's K.
I help Chord up. Is he somewhat conscious, or is he still?
I mean, I'm still in hot sim unless you're gonna talk to me over comms.
Message him, yes.
I look up. I look at Hoss, and then I look down at Chord. I was like, he's jacked in, man, but he looks okay.
How can I? Oh yeah. I'm gonna pull out my comm.
Okay.
And I'm going to get on the proper channels. Hey, Chord. Neonet's here. You should probably come back to planet Earth. Cadet, come on, let's go.
Gotcha. Be right out. Before I go, I'd like to hack into the jukebox and change the music that's playing.
I imagine Chord has like a doorbell on his deck, and you go ding dong, and he's like, come in, I'll be right out.
No, it's like he has like an old fashioned like what's it called, like a voice message thing, like a
Chord is unavailable right now.
He's got like a tape voice message thing that's just like, you have one new message.
Chord is unavailable right now. Please leave a message with the pen and pencil provided.
But yeah, Misfortune, can I just change the music that's playing in here real quick?
It depends on what song you want, and if I can find it.
Well, I don't want you to change it on stream because that'll probably get Bub copyright banned.
Okay, so you cut the music off, and what music plays?
Now playing is Crackerbox Palace by George Harrison.
Perfect.
And a couple seconds later, Chord wakes up. All right, what are the Neonet geeks doing?
Well, I don't know, but I know nobody else is supposed to live through this.
So, let me get this straight. You did a good job. Great job.
Even though Neonet did most of the work for you.
No, before we did a good job. We did the job that we were supposed to. Does the Johnson not work for Neonet? And he ran away?
I don't think so.
Is this how jobs are supposed to negotiate?
Can I roll Neonet knowledge to know if the Jameson works for Neonet and who this other lady is? His name I've forgotten.
Eliza.
You can roll Neonet knowledge about Eliza, about this Johnson. See, you know literally nothing about this Johnson other than he's called Mr. Jameson, but that could still be an alias. That might still mean nothing.
Yeah, I guess just based on his appearance is what I was thinking.
Because I really want money.
Yeah. All right, I'll go ahead and roll Neonet knowledge.
Okay.
Any situational modifiers?
No, flat.
All right. I'm going to edge.
Sure.
Because I have one and I want to use it.
Cool. Good.
3 successes.
Okay, so
We've been gypped.
relevant to Eliza, anyway. So you don't know much about the Seattle branch of Neonet. You kind of know bits and pieces about it, and that they do manage some of the Grid Overwatch division and a lot of the Matrix design stuff going on around the city. That's kind of what their main branch does out here, apart from some other bits and bobs. But you have heard of a couple mercenary groups that have come through. You've been with Neonet long enough, and you've done Shadowrunning long enough to know about certain mercenary groups that come and go through Neonet. And you've heard one of the big players of Neonet's forces is Eliza. Morrow is her name. Eliza is she's a veteran from the Aztlan Amazonian War. She's been out there. She did mercenary work for them, and she was down there for a few years, and she's also done several conflicts up in Europe. Neonet is a Japan book, if I remember right. No, it's not. So Neonet's based in Boston. So she has done some work in Boston, and she's done individual assignments around for Neonet. She's essentially one of their top players. But as for what kind of operations she's done specifically, you don't know. But they wouldn't bust her out unless it was something major.
Right. But she is a merc still. Like just a very high tier mercenary, or
she is.
She deals with violent problems, not your standard business.
She doesn't just deal with violent problems. She deals with very specialized problems.
Okay, she's a fixer.
No, not a fixer. She's a
breaker.
She is just a merc. She is a very well paid, well compensated. Reputable merc.
Yeah. Fixes things, but with bullets. Of lots of people. All right, cool.
And of course, some discretion.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, guys, I have this feature. I forget it's a cool thing I can do. Here is Eliza.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome.
All right. So I'm going to go to Eliza and say,
So Eliza did go out front already.
"Oh, can we leave?"
Yeah, we're expected out.
All right, let's. And Smiley tries to avoid all the blood matter that and bullet casings that just coat this entire dance floor.
And as you guys leave, you notice there's 2 of the Neonet mercs following you.
I give them a thumbs up. Good job, guys.
Have I run into Neonet before while doing running?
LZT, I'm sure you've probably done some jobs for Neonet, whether you knew it or not.
Have I met Eliza before?
You've never met Eliza before.
Okay. Do I know, like, of her reputation-wise?
Roll your Neonet knowledge if you have it.
I have... Let's see, what's it called, the thing that I have?
If you have corporate rumors, I'll allow that too.
I have corporation law enforcement procedure, if that helps. That would kind of fall in the same ballpark.
Go ahead, yeah. Also, we're supposed to be hearing music, audience, but unfortunately we can't play it due to copyright reasons.
Two
Well,
successes.
just play whatever other music you were playing.
Yeah.
Or it's fine.
So
Two successes.
the auto DJ kicks itself back in.
It's my music playing still. It's just pretend.
All right, so LZT. Actually, no, let's not play this music. There's
Smiley dances out the
this
club.
one. Okay, so LZT, you really don't know much about Eliza because mercenaries kind of come and go, and you haven't really taken the time to memorize them. If they get in your path, then they're worth your trouble. But Eliza has not, so you don't know much about her other than the way she's got like this group of Neonet mercs around her who have the brand. They seem well trained. They're a proper special forces for Neonet, which would be trying to think of like what they would call corporate espionage task force type of thing, a form of a corporate syndicate. But you heard of the name Eliza, but you literally know no other context.
Okay. Well, I reload my arm gun and like close up the whole thing in my palm and shut the ejection port that I suspect is somewhere on my arm. I hope there's an ejection port, otherwise I'm walking around with hot brass inside my arm.
Oh, I reboot my cyber deck, by the way.
Good man. Good man.
Sorry, I had to remember to do that, otherwise you would punish me.
I told you I wouldn't tell you about it anymore, Chord. So.
And I step outside and fucking hit up a smoke right away. It's like, fuck this.
Ooh, I want to ask Haas. So do you have to reload your your muscle arms?
What do you mean?
Well, it's like Chord has to reload his like internet device. Shade has to reload his literal handgun. Do you have like a diesel port?
No, it's brawn all day. This is me.
Really?
Sun up to sundown.
Huh. That's efficient. I guess it's worth the money.
You have to, touch a light socket or something to get the sparks back.
No.
By the way, as you guys are talking,
See Smile in the corner licking a 9-volt battery going.
So as you guys
Anyway,
enjoy your
25
banter,
more.
one of the Neonet mercs comes up and he nudges you at the butt of the gun. Eliza wants
All right. We're moving.
He's just gonna come up and butt us with his gun.
It's a nudge, more than a bump.
Okay, I'm gonna shove him. Not like light, just push him back. Literally like one of these things where it's like.
Great, good.
We're gonna get into another combat.
Do you commit to that action?
Yeah.
Wait. Let me go get my big guns first.
Whoa.
The car.
Haas,
Yeah.
calm down. These guys ain't hurt us yet.
Hey, don't be putting your hands on my friends. They didn't do anything wrong. Keep your hands to yourself.
Well, technically you did, Shummer. That's why Eliza needs to see you.
We did what? Did
We're
you
gonna
guys do
find-
something?
Move. He basically gestures up to the
Try
right.
Come
me.
on.
Don't try me.
We're moving.
Is
We
it
didn't do
away
direct
from my
to your
car
company,
or
though.
towards my car?
LZT, before you can get outside, when you get outside, the entire street is swarmed. There are people, basically some drunkards, some high society people, some people just walking by. It is surrounded on the entire club. They heard and saw the shootout, and now there's There's Knight Errant even appearing, but they're basically being held off by other Neonet mercs. And Eliza's basically talking. Eliza's talking to one of the sergeants.
I'm gonna start texting Grun, say tonight has been wild in all caps.
I am very happy that I'm wearing my custom ballistics mask. I was like, you can't identify me, motherfucker.
Before you could go back in, LZT, one of the Neonet guys who's standing watch at the front door, he does stop and he says, Eliza wants to see you. He gestures you toward Eliza.
Is she?
Eliza's just off by the sidewalk talking to one of the Knight Errant captains. And the Knight Errant captain seems visibly irritated.
Then I look at the Neonet guy who said Eliza wants to talk to him, like, I'm gonna wait until she was finished with the Tin Man over there.
When he says that, Smiley is already marching over, going, Eliza! Miss Ma'am!
Actually, you don't know her name. You don't know her
That's
name.
why I'm talking very loudly.
You can definitely identify that it is gendered female.
Yeah, it is definitely a gendered female.
Yeah. Miss
Very
Ma'am
close.
seems fitting.
Yep.
So Eliza looks over at LZT and this idiot and just
Hey.
turns back. She finishes talking to the sergeant and she waves him off. The sergeant just leaves with a grumble. And then
Then
the,
I walk over.
the sergeant does a little circular wave to like round up his guys.
I wave.
And LZT and Smiley, since you're outside, you can roll perception to hear what the sergeant might be yelling to his guys.
Okay.
amidst
Oh yeah, I
all
didn't
the
get my super
noise.
fancy ears. I got the eyes.
2 successes.
Perception, you say? Perception.
Oh, fuck, well.
That's a lot.
5.
Okay, so you both easily hear from the sergeant. Come on, the bitch is just taking the scene away from us. Let's go.
Then when I walk up to Eliza,
And then LZT, you hear kind of in a hushed, fucking Neonet.
and I walk up to Eliza, I'm like, oh, that guy's rude.
He doesn't know his place. I had to
No
make sure to
professional
remind
courtesy
him.
whatsoever, I can tell.
Well, I had to remind him.
What can we do you for?
Are the rest of you outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, all 4 of you seem to have completely fragged up the job that we have given you. Walk with me. And she instructs you over to an APC. One of the guards is standing by it. He opens the back door, and you see nobody inside, but you can see the whole thing is shielded.
Yeah.
So it's easily meant to make the conversation private.
Okay. Kind of figured that.
So do y'all get in?
Yep.
Will it fit me?
I was about to ask.
I was gonna say yeah, it'll fit, but you'll probably just be stuck at the door. You'll have to be the last one in.
Do you want the edge? Like the last one?
Like I've been saying, I've been edging all night already. So.
Oh god.
Yes, I'll take that last spot.
Okay, so you hop in last after everybody else gets in. The guards, the mercs outside, they shut the door, and you guys can still hear the sounds of like the police. You can hear the club playing ambient music through like muffled, but it got noticeably quieter. Like you could barely hear it. So Eliza sits at the end and she clicks a couple of buttons back, and then she grabs something from the passenger chair. So I'm going to make this real quick and simple.
Great.
The man you met tonight was not Og Johnson, and she basically clicks on her comm link, which projects an image, a Tridio image, of a crime scene of an alleyway, and there's a dead man in a trench coat in an alleyway, and you just kind of see it hover over her phone. She says, "So this was about 3 blocks from here. This was the man we sent to represent us for the mission. The man you met was an imposter."
Hold on. isn't this Targus's fault? In that case.
Well, Tarnus was colluding with Mr. Jameson, I believe the reports called him.
Yeah.
So
For the record,
they were colleagues of his. They were not colleagues of ours. Unfortunately, we didn't do our background search, or at least our former Mr. Johnson here did not do his background research. Walked himself right into an ambush, and apparently he's been tapped for the better part of 2 weeks.
Well, couldn't
real
you
rough
get
on you.
couldn't you get the information out of that guy back there?
You don't see him, obviously. He's probably in a separate APC.
This is like quite literally, I'm doing it over my shoulder, like
Mhm.
somewhere that's not stuck in the back of this tiny vehicle with the 4 or 5 of us.
What, the club owner?
No, the one that I brought to you. How could you forget him? He was just right over there.
Well, I doubt he's going to tell us much, but if he gives us any information, rather forcibly, we'll coax it out of him.
I mean, you know, if you don't have your way, I got a way. You take him to my mother for one. She'll get anything out of anybody, okay?
Unfortunately, the only services I need from the 4 of you is to clean up the mess that all of you caused. So, you're going to get back the drive that was supposed to come to us, seeing as it was your fault it fell into the wrong hands.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you just say? We did the job as we were instructed to do.
She glares at you, Chord.
Look, I'm not about to argue that it ended up as you intended, but we were
The
asked
job
to
was to
retrieve
deliver
something.
the drive to us, which you clearly did not do. So no, you did not.
The job was to deliver the drive to a Johnson. We delivered the drive to a Johnson.
The wrong
Not your
Johnson.
That ain't our
Don't
fault.
screw with technicalities.
Ain't our job to know what the right Johnson is, all right?
I suppose none of you even bother consider doing your research, especially you. She nods to Chord. You had all the tools. You probably could have done some facial recognition research. Did you do any of that? No? Then please stop arguing with me. We don't have time for this. If you want your money, which the offer is still on the table by my employers, then I strongly suggest you make every effort you can to get the drive back. And I promise you that Neonet is going to be helping you now that this has become a more personal and intimate matter with my company. So
That
you
sounds
will get a
great. I certainly hope we'll be successful in this venture. I do have to ask, is there a intense time limit as before?
No, that was Mr. Jameson who put that time limit on you. The original job was supposed to be for 3 days when the Izanagi prototype was supposed to be shipped off.
That makes sense, considering he was an imposter.
Yes, apparently he knew when we were going to find out about him. He was on a timetable, so that's what the pressure was.
I look around at the other people, not her, and everyone else told you was an amateur. No one does that job in 3 hours. No one puts a time limit on 3 hours and expect anyone to be done.
I think we did pretty great.
I mean, we did fantastic, but that guy was a fucking amateur.
Well, now we have to track him down. I guess we'll have to...
LZT, you noticeably, you see Eliza just visibly just shake her head in irritation. It's like, are you that dense? You can tell she's giving you that, are you that dense look, but she just doesn't say anything.
I pop out my eye, just take it out and start fiddling with it because I'm convinced there's something wrong with my flare compensation, so I'm going to start fiddling with my eye a little bit.
She doesn't even flinch.
No, I don't care if she flinches. I'm fixing my flare compensation for next time.
Let's say, in a perfect world, that we sit down with you and we agree to these terms. And I know that my guy right here, Smiley, he's going to get all the details. You're not going to hide anything from us, right?
I'm only allowed to tell you anything relevant to the job.
Well, if you just happen to skip something, you forget a very important detail out of, as my mother would say, convenience. We can't guarantee what our return is going to be like.
Let me put it to you this way. You can do the job. You can get the money, 200,000, still on the table. You can do the job
250,000.
or
I look over at Smiley like, oh no.
I think that's only fair. Look, we
Or-
were given 3 hours to retrieve your what did they call it? Is a ganja tile god killer thing? I don't even know. We did the job in 3 hours. Now this is going past what we had originally discussed. I feel
There's
like
also the fact that you could hire at this point any number of Shadowrunners. You're Neonet. You don't need us.
no, we don't need you. But we'd rather have you do it anyway, since you know the file. You've seen his face. You have some information about his modus operandi. So clearly you're a bit more suited than those Shadowrunners that are in the wind right now.
Thank you.
So
250.
you will either do the job for the 200,000, or Neonet will commit all of its resources to making each and every one of your lives a living hell.
that sounds like a whole lot more expensive than 250,000.
I'm gonna try to make a roll.
and I want to help.
I'm gonna negotiate.
I would also like to help.
Okay, so you guys can do a combination teamwork test, but it's going to come at a massive penalty.
That's okay.
So, what's going to happen here before you do anything, Smiley? Everyone else can get a chance to roll their negotiate. Every hit they get adds to your dice pool.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you what your penalty is here in a moment.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it because I'm just not gonna help because I wouldn't help.
It makes sense.
Because I have no dice to help with. I'd love to help, but I'd have no dice that I can help with.
Oh, poor Whittle LZ.
So you said that this is going to take one of our edge.
Oh, I'm gonna take an edge for this. It would take you would have to roll negotiation, and if you don't have negotiation,
So how this is going to work is everyone else besides Smiley rolls their negotiation.
Okay.
Every hit you guys get, and by the way, you are limited by your social unless you pre-edge. Every hit you get adds to Smiley's dice pool.
Okay.
3 on my 1 die.
All right. Then I'm going to go for it. I mean, I've got the edge to spend, so why not?
mm-hmm.
And you said it's negotiations?
Negotiation, yep. So
Oh, actually, I'll spend an edge too.
you're going to post edge the 1 die?
Yep.
Okay.
Every hit helps.
Nope.
I got
So
2.
when you don't get hits,
I got 2.
Okay, so... All right, so you're going to add 4 dice, Smiley, and your social limit increases by +1 for each person that got a hit, so you get +2 to your limit.
okay. So
Now here comes the penalty.
what's that?
It is going to be a -7.
So it's -3.
Yes, and that -3.
Is this considered diplomacy?
This would be considered a contract.
Poop sauce. Okay, so no specialization.
Wait, why would this just help me understand here? Because I don't want to question. I just want to understand. Why wouldn't this be considered a diplomatic role? Because
It's a negotiation roll.
You're negotiating for money.
price.
You're not negotiating like trying to talk down an escalated problem. So you're trying to negotiate money right now.
oh, okay, all right, that's fair.
4 successes.
Okay.
Damn, son.
That's with edge, right?
Ho ho ho! Who's
Yeah,
this?
my edge was highlighted. So yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Damn, son.
Oh, she gets to roll now.
Ha ha ha!
But she also has more edge.
Mm,
No, she doesn't. Don't lie.
She's spending her last one.
Oh, no, Bob. Suddenly she has more edge.
Suddenly, yeah.
She just found an edge in her pocket.
She did. Just hanging out.
Hey, I have an edge token. Who knew?
Look at that. Found a little edge there. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
That's 6.
Must have been something left over from the laundry.
Yep.
Okay, and you pre-edge, Smiley?
I did. Can I also edge afterwards?
No, you can only edge once in a given roll. So
burn an edge. Fuck it.
I was about to, but I can't. So I think that's it. She gets 2 more successes, and she wins by 1.
Okay, so it's still the agreed upon. I'm just gonna full play it. So, so it's gonna be the 200,000, as the original agreement was, for the job you messed up.
He's dead. He's dead too.
Or Neonet commits all of its resources to making your life a living hell. Your choice.
Okay.
And she looks over the rest of the group.
Single mode, man. It was flashing. Let's see.
All right. So if there's no further,
He's actually paying for themselves. Let's do this.
so if there's no further discussion, then my people will be in contact with you as soon as we have any information on Mr. Jameson. However, I do have a lead you can look up if you choose to look up the resource. So she hands who she can hand it to? LZT. Shade. She hands you a data stick.
Okay.
That is a dossier on a particular Yakuza target that may be willing to help you. He's a bit of an
I
opportunist.
hand it over to Chord right away. You're the data guy.
It's not encrypted. You can easily read it, but
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even look at Chord. I just go, oh, thank you. Then just
Chord puts his headphones back in, and he's checking this thing for data bombs.
there's nothing on it. Like, I'll just let you buy the hits. There's nothing on it. It's an unencrypted file she just gave you.
Okay. And I will copy it to my cyber deck.
Sure. So you slide it through your cyber deck and you copy it. So she proceeds to go on. So while the Yakuza is in bed with MCT, whom you just stole from, this man is a bit of an opportunist in the Yakuza. He's looking to climb his way up the ranks of the local Oyabun, if you will. If you want to get in contact with him and see if you could do him a favor for his assistance, he's got a contact there, Mr. Johnson, if you will, by the name of Grant Lester. You'll find it in the file.
Yeah.
Grant has he has a bit of a sweet spot for money, so I'm sure if you find some, you can try to sweet talk him into it, or whatever other offer you can give him.
You're not going to cover that for us? We're doing a job for you.
She checks her wrist. Speaking of which, come in, she says at the door behind Haas. So Haas, you just kind of see the door open behind you. He's like, Mom, I've gathered all the club members' cred sticks. Where'd you want them? She says, distribute it between these runners. They're going to need it. So when you, basically the merc just kind of nods and he hands it to Haas, since you're basically the big wall between everybody right now. The total is about 20,000, ma'am.
Put my hand out. One for you, and one for you. And Shade's just a little too far. I'm gonna grab it and kind of just chuck it at Shade.
Nice.
Gotta say, Eliza, this is less than we were expecting to be paid.
Well, when you safely deliver the program to us as the original contract states, then you look at the full amount. But for now, this will have to do. Consider it your upfront money.
It's
Do you have any other questions?
That's not a lot of upfront money. It's not gonna. I mean,
We'll make do with
oh
it.
damn it! This is.
We're
it's not
very innovative, as tonight has shown.
Well, I would strongly suggest all of you go and get some rest. You're going to need it for your next cup for the duration of the next week or so.
You're not wrong there.
And hey, consider this an opportunity to get some payback.
I don't
If
really
you don't-
want payback though. That's.
Whatever your reasons are, please get out of the APC. We're done talking here.
She's
We'll be in
so,
touch.
she's so hasty.
I look at Haas like, you're in the way, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
like
say anything.
you see my head
I
just
look
like kind
at
of
you
stuck
like,
with my horns
we're
at the roof.
waiting
Like,
on you, sir.
hold on, this ain't the easiest thing to get in and out of. Okay. Like, kick open the door the rest of the way, then put my leg out first, and then slowly back out of the vehicle. As it, like, burbles.
I will try to leave with some goodwill. I'm going to.
I imagine that like the hatch opens like this,
Right there,
and Hoss
Darren.
just falls out,
Perfect.
leaning against the back.
Well, he didn't exactly shut the Merc didn't exactly shut the door.
No.
No.
What are you going to try to do for?
I'm gonna just try to. I'm gonna try to shake Eliza's hand. Just say, "Well, it was very nice of you to take care of that situation inside the club. We would not be alive if you
You
had."
got one? Somebody, one of us did.
She's gonna judge intentions you.
Whoa.
But
Really?
yes, my NPCs can do that. If you want to resist, you're gonna do a composure roll to basically not show any sort of emotion, but gonna block out whatever your actual intent may be.
Sure. Composure.
Yes.
There it is.
And I'm gonna roll judge intentions
Do we get edge back every session
when you sleep.
when I sleep? It seems like we're about to sleep, so you know I'm gonna edge.
Yes.
Composure.
What I said last time.
6. Does she have any leftover edge?
No, she doesn't.
Good.
So she doesn't seem to read any of your intents, and she reluctantly reaches out and gives your hand a very quick, firm shake before releasing it.
Ah, have a good
Joy
night.
buzzer.
That's it.
And you hop out of the APC.
Yes.
So the Merc, after you leave, he closes the door behind him, and he bangs on the APC door. And then the Merc, basically, he pulls out a data stick, and he hands it to Smiley, since you're the last one out.
Thank you.
That is a comm code you should send a text to. Otherwise, they'll have to hack one of your friends' comm link. But either way, either you'll get in touch with us with that, or we'll get in touch with you.
Excellent. Thank you very much, sir. Well done tonight.
And then basically the Mercs then try to basically clear the crowd, and they let you get out and away from the club.
Okay. I walk towards my car.
Head held low. I'm gonna make my way back to the bus stop.
Do I see him walking towards the bus stop?
Probably.
I would
Or
assume
in
so.
a direction.
Hey, big guy. I yell after you.
He had the felt.
I look back over my shoulder.
Do you want to ride home?
Oh, would you?
I mean, it's kind of windy in the back, but you're used to that by now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, jump on.
Try it.
Before you head out, Smiley approaches, and
A wizard approaches.
I approach. Haas, he holds out sort of like a cred stick, I guess.
Okay.
No, you don't need to do that. It's
Huh?
fine. You don't need to do that.
No. We agreed upon it after the job. This is the payment. You got me out of there, okay?
Well, I mean, aren't you gonna need it?
No, this is for your arms. That's what we discussed.
This is just a drop in the head. I need a lot more than this.
Oh, we'll get a lot more, but I consider it like, a down payment on, future problems that will arise, no doubt.
You kind of see him like bite his lip for a moment, like the bottom lip, and he'll take the cred stick. And that's so nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You-
You really deserve it, Haas. You did great tonight.
You parents, they did good by you. You make my mom proud.
And meanwhile, there's a little hole in Smiley's heart for
He's
lying
shaking
to the
that
poor
up.
guy,
He's really shaken.
for lying to the very nice troll about the guard that he had executed.
That, and you brought up my parents. It's not a nice thing.
Bub, You can have the option to judge intentions to kind of read the emotions of.
Please, I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah. What does this look like?
It's called Judge Intentions. On the
Okay.
main page, it'll be on the left side, just under your attributes. And 4, if you want to resist, it'll be Composure.
I think he kind of has to, unless I choose to fail.
I think that was pre-edged. Disregard that.
Ooh. Oh my god! You shouldn't have said anything.
Here we go.
I have
Judge.
to turn off Edge too.
There we go.
Come on, guys. Honest rolls here.
It's a 3. I say if it meets mine, then I'd say it beats it, in my opinion.
Yeah, because defense always wins. And technically, 4, you are the defense. So, Haas, he just seems probably taken aback. Like you just, him being so generous, he's like, yeah, I'll give it the money. It's like, it seems sincere. Maybe he's just like, he just has a lot of problems and he's just trying to make up for it. You don't know.
Well, Haas isn't the kind of guy to immediately pry and gush on the first situation, especially like after that bloodbath that we just went through. I expect us to be working.
Oh, is it the kind of do-over that and she nods her head toward the fireplace?
Have you ever had someone throw their glass in because they always felt guilty? Or is that how that works?
Well, it's usually against the rules, but they do that anyway. It's a good way to vent some emotion, I suppose. I really need to get her voice down. I don't have a voice.
That's fine.
Something like this, maybe.
She's been a smoker for a long time.
A Native American accent for a white guy is pretty hard to do. Ask
Problematic
LZT,
almost.
ask LZT, who is a linguist type of person, and he's playing as a Native American nation character.
Yep, I just decided right off the bat that I wasn't going to try to do a Native American accent, though.
It's hard.
I'll do an Irish one, no problem at all, lads. Sound deadly.
I know how to sound upbeat and optimistic.
that was what I was. That was why I was so excited for Kika, because she was going to play a Norwegian character, and I was like, I speak Norwegian. Just let me know what you want to say, and I'll write it down for you, and you can get you can say cool things in Norwegian.
So
Nice.
I think the only other thing Smiley would say is, so when do you know when you have to vent?
Trust me, kid. You'll know. And then she basically puts a glass in front of you, and then she fills it with a kind of mid-grade beer. Kind of one of her usual ones that she usually does. And she slides it right to the tip of the table in front of you.
Thank you. I'm running empty.
5 million, please.
Pay it.
All right, pay your 5 million.
Empty in more ways than one. And that's where I'll leave it.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our night of Shadowrun Nothing Personal, episode 3.
What was Chord doing? Did I miss that?
I think Chord just took his bike and went home.
Yeah. I think next session I'll probably start by reaching out to some of my contacts or something, but I figure we'll save that for next week.
Cool.
So, ladies and gents, the original name of this episode was supposed to be the Midnight Melee, but I think because of how every crazy thing went down, we are officially calling this the Midnight Massacre. Because, not only was there much bloodshed in the club, but many hopes and dreams might have just died tonight. We'll see how that pans out next time on Shadowrun Z.
Good lord. No! Oh, man.
Shadowrun?
Bub, just remember, it's nothing personal.
Oh, fuck you. Every episode for my character is quite literally, it's Shadowrun arms race. It's literally arms race for my character. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, guys. That's going to be it for us. Let's go ahead and get some shout-outs, some love here. We'll start with
We'll go from right to left today. Shade, as played by LZT. Tell us about you. Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm LimaZuluTango, aka LZT, aka Shade, aka Asterian Red Rock, or I don't know what else my other sins are. I have a couple. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at LimaZuluTango. I got it on first.
Very cool.
I play a lot of Warframe at the moment because it is now socially acceptable to play that for 12 hours a day, apparently. So it's like, yay, I don't have to hide anymore. Woohoo! So, for example, when we had our break earlier, I might have squeezed in a mission of Warframe.
Oh, Lord.
You weren't here, Bob. You don't get to judge. Everyone else gets to.
Definitely judging.
So that's me. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right. Next, we've got Chord, as played by Speedy. Tell us about you. Where can we find you?
Heyo, I'm Speedy. You can find me online at NotSoSpeedRuns. I play in City of Mist campaign on Thursdays on my channel, which has been, dear God, everyone's gonna die this week. Not any of the characters, just like literally everyone else. There's a basilisk attacking, and the basilisk on the rampage, who happens to also be one of the player characters, as well as a god of death. Also, my character is being held hostage again by his dead girlfriend, who is also a Mayan death god. So things are great, and you should definitely watch because things are only going to get better, always. Other than that, I play some other games sometimes, and you can find me everywhere. Also, you can follow me on Spotify. If you want to see all the cool music that I've been playing, because I've been building a playlist for Chord. And if you follow me on Spotify, you can see what music I'm listening to at any given moment, which would include what I'm listening to during the show instead of whatever synthwave or like electro pop these kids are listening to in 2078.
Damn kids. Sounds good. Sounds good. Next, we have Smiley, as played by OnTheForeFront. Tell us about you. Where can we find you?
Well, of course, you can find me on the Forefront. That is a special place where I run various role-playing games, one of which being Mouse Guard. You can find that on Tuesdays. I'll be taking a break this Tuesday, though, because I've been busy. Number one, because I'm setting up a Torchbearer game for Saturdays, and also because LTC is going to play it. And I've also just started my new talk show on Mondays at around 2 p.m. Eastern time called Queers and Quaggoths, which is a fantastic foray into various monsters of the Monster Manual that don't get enough attention. But we also want to help Dungeon Masters learn how to run these awesome unused creatures, as well as encourage you to maybe impose some LGBT stories into these adventures.
Very
so
cool.
We just recorded it this today.
That was episode what?
Episode 1. Yeah, first one.
And the first 10 minutes weren't so great.
Oh my god! Technical difficulties were like abhorrent for the first 10 minutes.
Same with any premiere.
So like,
Always.
oh my god. Please be careful which one you listen to. It's awful. But then once we figured it out, it was great. It'll be released as a podcast later on once I,
Figured out how to do a podcast.
Exactly. I still had a stream. That's all. And that's me. I'm done.
Nice. I'm Bubbernaut. If you guys are tuning in from one of the millions of channels that are like literally tuning in, I believe there's over 40 people hosting us, which is kind of wild. You guys should know me. If you don't, I'm Bob. I do D&D, and well, technically I do Pathfinder. I don't do D&D. Monday nights I'm here doing this. Tuesday nights I am supposed to be doing Blades in the Dark, but that's on temporary hiatus. Wednesday and Thursday as Pathfinder. Very soon we will see an additional Pathfinder game. When this is over, I will probably be jumping to the Pokemon tabletop, which is super exciting. I want to do some more Mouse Guard. I was actually talking to my friend Ford tonight about that. And Saturdays I play on Roll4It's channel. I'm doing a World of Darkness campaign with Enter Elysium, Miss Magitech, Mathis Games, Little Red Dot,
I think that's everyone. And myself. Yeah, that's the whole crew. Yep, definitely it. And last but certainly not least, there is Misfortune. The real dungeon bastard.
Well, I ain't called Misfortune for nothing. So hi guys, I'm Misfortune. I don't have any kind of Twitch channel. I don't have any kind of YouTube channel. I'm a nobody except for here. This is where you'll find me running Shadowrun every Monday for the next 6 or 7 weeks, depending on how this goes. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I am having so much fun being here. This is also fun. Bub, I can't thank you enough for having me here, really. This has been a hoot and a holler and a half.
Thank you for coming out and educating me on how difficult it is to run a game like this, because it's like a 12-page character sheet, man. It's so much. I wouldn't even know where to begin on my own, even if I had many experts. If you couldn't tell me, then I don't know if I could pull it off. So I'm just happy that we actually get to roleplay, which I was afraid that this was going to be a lot of just dice rolling and not actually role-playing. So.
Oh no, we gotta have a bit of everything.
That's my favorite part, is the roleplay.
I did promise that this is gonna be something of a Shadowrun best hits. All the weird roleplay, all the fun dice, all the crazy stories, all the wacky ones, and super serious dark ones.
Pink trench coat.
In a nutshell. Pink trench coat.
Good.
Yes.
Black mohawk.
Good. I'm super excited. Guys, that's going to be it for us tonight. We'll open up the floor for just a few minutes so you guys can get all of your questions or concerns out. If you have anything you'd like to ask the cast, or you'd like to ask our kind and benevolent GM here, this is your time to do so. Ask away while I find someone for us to support, show some love to.
Oh, I do have one question for the whole cast here. You guys are going to get some permanent rewards, but should we do that on camera or off camera, as well as leveling up your stuff?
We should just handle that the next time we play.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
How disappointed is Hoss in Shade?
That's
I will tell you guys, since it's really quick and dirty and simple to just add karma, everybody for doing such an amazing job with role-playing, with sticking to your characters, with expanding so much stuff and all that jazz, and also surviving that conflict. Everybody gets 5 karma.
Nice.
And add that to your sheet.
Cool.
And we'll figure out where that all goes.
How disappointed is Hoss in Shade? Wow. So, back at the lab, that was pretty unnerving for Hoss. He's pretty let down with Shade at that. As you guys saw the interaction, I mean, he punched the back of the Jeep. He threatened to quite literally break Shade's legs. Told him that it was unnecessary.
The best thing about you threatening to break my legs are one of the penalties, like detriments my character has. He has no sense of self-preservation, so he would have gone into a fist fight against a troll with metal arms.
That's funny. That's good. But as far as tonight was all about survival. With as many bullets as were flying, Hoss couldn't maintain. He couldn't keep into consideration everybody's situation. Hell, he, out of game, I didn't even know where Chord was. And when I finally found Chord, he was still jacked in. We were all attempting to survive that situation. So, how could I get mad at a character that I couldn't even spot, So, am I upset about tonight? No, I'm not. But if there's ever a situation where I have an opportunity to preserve life, I will. Like we saw with that dick behind the counter. He could have just been popped right in the face, right there. Would have been game over. But
yeah, I think the difference between the characters also, Shade has been a runner for, 12, 13, 14 years?
Yeah.
He's been doing this for a long time. He's become very cynical about the whole business of Shadowrunning. It's I've had friends that were like, oh no, let's not kill people. And, I've had 4 or 5 of those. They're all dead now, so you're just number 5 or 6.
Yeah,
Shade, so I guess he's become very cynical. His outlook is very cynical. I
expected that.
In his career, yeah.
I expected that as well. I can only imagine how many that, obviously, you have as LZT versus how many Shade's played with. But in this scenario, it's just very true to the character. He's only a Shadowrunner out of necessity, not because he enjoys the work.
Yeah. Funnily enough, like me personally, I have not played with a whole lot of pacifist characters. There's been a couple, but not really anyone who's been okay. Usually they're okay. I'm gonna try not to kill anyone. Okay, there's a guy standing there with a gun, and I have a gun. I'm gonna shoot him. Instead of okay, I'm a big troll. I can handle it, even if they were. So they've been. I mean, pacifists to the extent of, okay, I'm gonna get hurt if I don't hurt this person first, and then they've just dropped it.
Sure.
But you've taken it further than that and gone, I don't care if I get hurt, I don't want to hurt anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm
You're a big
definitely
guy,
playing
yeah.
a mobile tank at this point, so
Yeah.
I'll stand
A big
under
truck, really.
direct line of fire if it means it's going to.
Yeah. No,
save a life.
and one of the guys who was a pacifist was another troll called Bubba. And we shot him with a tank, and he survived. This is the guy who's like, oh no, I'm a pacifist. Wait, he's got a gun. Okay, I'm going to shoot him first. You know you're going to be fine, right? You've been shot with a tank. Oh no, it's a principal matter. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Perfect. Any last questions or concerns, guys? This is your chance to fire those off. What are you guys so far? What's your experience? Are you enjoying your first forays into?
I'm having a hell of a time, yeah.
Into Shadowrun. I'm enjoying it.
It's been good.
I will admit there are some hangups with the rules that I think are a little off,
Yeah.
or they're not very forgiving to a newbie player. But I think I can understand the enjoyment with it.
Yeah, it's a slow roll up to really appreciate Shadowrun. That's why I really wanted to start you guys on the quick start rules. Just because jumping into this. Hold on, I just got the new print of this, by the way. So this sucker, this is a dense read, and it's not a simple one. Plus, a lot of it's not written very well, but the flavor of the game is just so awesome, and I love how any bullet can kill you. Like, you just saw how, like, my guys were decently armored, but it takes one shot to kill you, and that can happen to any of our players, and that's what I love about it. Just has awesome stakes to it.
Like real bullets.
Like real bullets.
It doesn't matter. A bullet can kill you. Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. It's been a very different experience from most of the role-playing games that I've had so far. I'm looking forward to next session, which I think is going to have a lot more role play to it as well. If I know these guys, I'm sure we will role playing forever.
You guys, from this point on, you're going into sandbox mode essentially. Like you're now going into Elder Scrolls 5-ish Skyrim sandbox mode. So
I like it
because you're going to get to talk to your contacts, build up relationships, do investigations. Try to gain favors, gain new people, and just build up to the ultimate thing, which is now finding Mr. Jameson. This is where you're going to get to experience one.
Oh, he's in the alley.
About this. Oh yeah, he's totally in the alley. He's just right there. He's not that far.
He's just hiding. What the hell?
Yeah, hiding behind a telephone pole like this.
Are they gone?
What a guy!
It's too good. Well, it looks like LZT is gonna launch his stream. You guys know how to raid, and we're gonna go over and show them how we do. Guys, copy that raid command.
Oh, you're hosting him.
Oh wow, that's a thing.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Oh hey, I'll follow LimaZuluTango.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice of you. Thank you.
I guess I'll throw that die.
Hey, guess what? I'm playing Warframe, guys.